at a time.
Yeah.
Okay, we are now live on the Icecast Live. Sam and I are here. There is a hell of a delay, so we're going to have to talk one person at a time. We tried to set up an audio setup so that we could have two audio in feeds, and we didn't have the jacks to do it, and so we're having to do in-person interviews across the internet. So it's lessons learned. Hopefully you can't hear the echo through what we can hear, and it's coming through okay. Fingers crossed. Let us know in the comments if you can hear an echo.
How is it going?
Yeah, how's it going? And how's how's the audio? What we're doing today is we're broadcasting from the green room at Coventry. Meanwhile, at Coventry, which is a big, mostly open air festival with lots and lots of really cool guests. We're hoping to be able to talk to them at some point, including Al Ewing. Who else is here, Sam?
Oh, Kieran Gillen.
Yeah, Kieran Gillen. Sam's disappeared from the screen.
I'm here.
Oh, he's here.
I'm here.
He's actually here. He's out of his cupboard.
Hang on. And now I'm here.
Oh, there's an echo there.
Look. It's like... I got two hands.
Oh.
This is this is our first live. Okay. I can't speak with my headphones on because I'm getting double echo. This is our first live outside of our house. Yeah, this is new. This is different. So yeah, this might be a little bit odd, but we're going to get people to talk to. And
hi, Colin.
Oh, we've got some.
Nice to see you.
Echoey. Yes.
Hi, Jane. Yes, it's going very well, apart from the fact that the audio isn't working. Well, it is. You can hear us. That's the main thing. And we hope that the echo is only in our headphones and not on the broadcast. What's up?
But so far it looked good, though, doesn't it? Meanwhile, we walked through Coventry today, and we saw the outside area. They've got a stage. It's next to the cathedral. It's looking good.
Yeah, it's beautiful, actually. I've not been to Coventry before, and I have to say the cathedral area is really pretty. It's really nice, and it's a nice day. Sound is good, apparently, Jane said. Very slight echo. So I'll take my headphones off, and hopefully that will make things a bit better, because I can't hear the echo then. We can just talk normally.
Right, what I think I should do is, if we can jump onto my phone, I might take a walk out and see if we can walk around.
Yeah, that'd be great. So Sam's going to go out now and do a little rove.
We'll give it a go.
We'll give it a go. This is all new. Yeah, this is all new for us. So at the moment, we're in a big green room with no guests in it, because obviously the guests haven't got thirsty enough to come and want a cup of coffee yet.
I use your phone. I take your phone out.
You're going to take my phone?
Yeah, you go on here.
Oh.
So you go on here
my phone.
because the phone's already logged in.
Okay.
Yeah.
So guys, Sam's going to take you around.
You sit there.
Hey Ed. How you doing? Ed's just left a comment. Hi Shane and Sam. Big shout out to Alan Holloway and David Metcalf Carr, who are flying the flag for Sentinel. Hey, we're going to try and go and see people who are exhibiting live. So hopefully we'll be able to talk to Alan and David. And if we do, you can say hi to yourself, Ed. So he's going to take the phone, and I'm going to move to the other screen. I can get the phone out of the holder. Thank you very much for that, Sam. There you go.
You sit there.
So Sam's going to go and do us a little.
I just need to swap the camera. Okay, that's okay. Yeah. How do you swap the camera?
Don't destroy it. Don't spoil it. It's working.
Okay, but okay. How are we doing? Can you still see me?
I can see you. I can hear you. It's fantastic.
So he's going to go out, and yes, now we've lost signal now that he's moved. Sam, you've frozen.
You can go.
Put the 4G on, maybe.
You've frozen,
totally
Shane.
Yeah, you've frozen as well.
Oh, I can't hear you.
I can hear you now.
Oh, I can hear you too.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm walking around the Hubert Centre.
This is an art gallery, isn't it, Sam?
Yes, as you can see.
Yeah. Iced. Yes, Jane, that's true.
Just waiting for the old lift.
What a handsome man. It's a really nice gallery, actually. I thought it was really nice. So, Sam, what we've got here, we've got some exhibitors, haven't we? So
Yes, we've got people going down the lift. I'll find an exhibitor and have a quick chat with them.
Brilliant. Yeah. Yeah. Yay, success. Yes, Colin. Thank you.
Hello. Hiya. We're doing a live stream from for. Let me.
The Icecast Live. Come on, Sam. Sell the brand. Such an ambassador. Now he's messed up with the phone. Sam, you've lost audio. Sam, you've lost audio. Oh, dear me. So we can see some lovely exhibitors there. I'm going to see if I can get him to put his audio back on. Oh, you've muted yourself, Sam. You can't hear me. Oh, dear. When he's... Audio.
Hello.
Yay!
Yes. No, I put you on mute just while I just had a quick chat. I've got a guest. You ready to have a little chat?
Yeah, you can do the interview.
Hello there.
Hello there. How you doing?
Sorry. What's your name?
Paul Evans.
Hi, Paul.
I'm one of the local artists, and I work in illustration, and I'm developing some of my own comic books as well. And my table's just got a kind of a cross section of the things that I'm working on and doing.
Can we have a look?
Absolutely. So yeah, I've got a handful of things. So there's a lot of kind of little bits of illustration work that I've got floating around. A few collectible cards from character pieces that I've done. I've got 2 art books that I've generated. So
Nice.
the first one is all hand done ink and paper, and then this one then is kind of color and digital. But they're also 44-page little compendiums of things I've generated. I've also got an anthology that I was part of a little while ago. So there's a 4-page short story of mine in there. And then I've got a range of bits of original artwork and some prints that I'm also selling as well through
Fantastic.
here. So that's me. Anything you'd like to know more about?
Yeah, you say you're local. Did you attend local art college, or are you looking at it as a career?
So I live in Coventry. I'm actually a relatively recent immigrant to Coventry. I've lived all over the place over the years. I've moved here for work. My day job is a graphic designer, and so this is kind of like a thing that I love, and it is part of my kind of wider canvas of creative things that I work in. But I'm hoping for it to be. I've got a comic book that is a one-shot standalone short story that is going to be released hopefully later on this year. That I'm also kind of working on. So it's a thing that I'm developing. It's a thing that I'm passionate about, and I'm just really pleased to be here and be sharing it and talking to people. So
Fantastic. And how can people get hold of you? How can people reach you? Do you have a website or Twitter?
yeah,
handle?
so I'm on Instagram and Twitter at Paul E.D. Evans, and my website is paulevans.inc. I'm more than welcome to take things. I've also got a bit of a web shop there as well that I'll be updating with some of these things in the next few days or so.
Very good. Excellent. So thank you very much for your time, Paul.
My pleasure.
Have a good show.
Lovely. Thanks, Paul. Take care and good luck. Right. That was the first interview.
That was all right. Was that all right? Yeah.
I think so. Yeah. I mean, I literally just grabbed the first person I saw.
That's the way to do it. That's the way to do
So,
it.
am I on?
Thank you,
Okay.
Colin.
I'm going to just have a look. I'm going to show the outside area.
Yeah, let's do that. 'Cause it's quite an impressive area, isn't it?
Trying not to lose Wi-Fi signal. Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're
So,
all right at the moment. Yeah, keep an eye on
so
it.
here we go. We can see the Coventry Cathedral in the background there.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
And I don't want to go too far from the Herbert Art Gallery because I'll lose Wi-Fi. So we've got a huge outdoor space here with a speaker, with a...
There's a stage, isn't there?
Yeah, yeah. You've got...
Fantastic. We are losing you a little bit, Sam. I think the Wi-Fi's...
Okay, I'll go. Yeah, I'll go back in
about as
because
far as
I'm
you
on
can
Wi-Fi.
go. It is a beautiful venue, though. I'm really impressed.
Right, I'll come back to the studio now. That was our first roving report experiment.
Yeah, first roving report, which went pretty well, actually.
It's a good start. Yeah.
There's some more people in the Herbert, isn't there?
There is, yes. We can go and have another.
Is there another artist we could talk to?
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Let me drop off. I'll speak to someone, and then I'll drop back in, and we'll have a chat with someone else.
Yeah, cool.
In fact, can you remove me from the stream? I'll chat to someone because chatting on live was a little bit uncomfortable. Drop me off. I'll be back in a few minutes. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So Sam's probably going to have to do an interview and record that, and we might play it later on because sometimes it's easier to do it that way. So I was talking to Simon, the organizer, quite extensively before the event. And some of the plans that he had were quite ambitious. And when I heard that he was doing them, I thought, wow, for a first event, that's really ambitious. But it looks as though he's pulled it off. I mean, the stage outside looks absolutely fantastic. They've got big graphics going on. I assume they're going to be doing a lot of the panels from the stage. We might try and be present for some of those. And we'll definitely try and talk to some of the guests here when they come into the green room. And we'll update you with information about that. And we're going to be trying to stream all day. Well, for a big chunk of the day anyway, if the internet allows us. And if Sam doesn't get bored, because he's a bit like a squirrel at times. Thanks, Jane. Yeah, it sounded great, the live interview. It's good to know that the sound is working now. We brought so much gear with us to do live sound, and then, things happen, don't they? But you find a way. You find a way. Life finds a way, and the Icecast Live found a way. So we're hoping that we're going to be getting a little stream of guests through the door here as they come for their coffees and their sandwiches in the green room, and we'll grab them and we'll do little 10-minute, 15-minute interviews with them. And that should enable us to provide you with a really good insight to what's going on at the festival and to who's here and all that sort of thing. Yeah. Yeah. So some of the people who are here, if you go onto the Meanwhile website, you can have a look at the guest list and all the exhibitors and all that sort of thing. And there are, I believe, 50 creative guests, which is pretty impressive for a first show. There's a couple of overseas guests, which was always going to be tricky with everything going on with COVID and all that sort of thing. So they've done really well. There's some people that I really want to talk to. So it looks like Sam is, I can still see him in the screen. Yes, Jane, there is cosplay. We've seen some pretty impressive cosplay, actually. And Sam's talking to someone now who isn't a cosplayer. But we'll hopefully be able to interview some of the cosplayers. That would be really good. Any Pokemon stands? Is it, how do you say it? Pokemon or Pokemon? I've always said Pokemon. I don't know. I haven't seen any Pokemon. But if there is, then we will find it. We will find it. But I did see a really impressive female Captain America. Really good costume earlier on. So let's have a look. So Jane says it's Pokemon. And Pokemon, I believe that. Okay, we'll call it Pokemon. I believe it's short for Pocket Monster. I missed the Pokemon trend because I was a bit old for it, and then the second time it came round, I was definitely too old for it. I've got something in the private chat here. It's probably Sam. Oh, put me back on. Okay, now he tells me. Okay. Sam, you are back on.
Hello, Shane. Hi.
Hello.
I've got Rudy here.
Hi.
Rudy and Harry.
Hello.
And these
Hey,
are some
hi,
guys.
guys.
Have got a stall.
Hi.
Excellent. Tell us all about what you do.
So we are comic book artists. We studied in Coventry for 3 years, and then I taught here for 2 years. Harry is currently teaching. Yeah, these are our banners.
I can see the banners, yes.
And Harry has.
We're currently selling. We've got these two comic books made. One is a comedy relatable 4-panel one, and the other is a fantasy action adventure one. And then Rudy here is also selling
one of my first comic, In the Home of a God, which is a much kind of slightly deeper exploration into mortality and relation to higher beings and stuff like that. Yeah, so that's kind of what we do.
Oh, it's really cool. So, I mean, you told us what it's about. But if you were trying to sell the book, if you told us what it's about, but if you were trying to sell the book, what would be your pitch?
Okay, you want to go?
you go first.
Okay, so my book is it is currently about a being who is the last surviving remnant of all of creation, as a god got bored and decided to completely restart, keeping one alive in order to almost teach it how to be a god. And it's an exploration between a mortal trying to comprehend and understand the inner workings and thoughts of a god, while still trying to maintain their grasp on mortality and their own kind of relation to what should be living. So it kind of goes into yeah, you know, a very kind of a simple story. And it was my final major project in university. And this is the second edition where I've revamped some of the artwork, changed up the color pages, and am now kind of taking sales for it.
Cool. And if people want to get it, where can they get it from?
They can get it from, well, we are in the Herbert, table 7, I believe. I have a bunch of orders being shipped out, so it's more of a pre-sale on my end. Right. So I'll be taking down emails for people interested. And yeah. And
do you have a website?
I don't have a website at the moment. On Instagram, I'm shiny_nomad. And on Twitter, I am shiniest nomad.
Right. Excellent. So they can find you on Twitter or Instagram. That's excellent. Oh, that's a really interesting concept, actually.
Thank you.
Yeah, excellent. I'll try and come down and have a look.
Yeah,
myself.
definitely.
It looks really cool. And I've forgotten the other chap's name now. Was it Harry?
Can you just hold it now?
Yeah, sure.
So my one is much simpler. It's Destiny to Girls. It is about these pair of women who suddenly find themselves on the run in a fantasy, magical Wild West landscape. There's car chases, there's gunfights, there's magic jewels, that sort of thing. It's a little less deep and introspective than Rudy's project, but it is available to buy here at the table today. Yeah.
Excellent. And if people want to buy it online, or are there other outlets to get it?
So you can read it online at destinatedgirls.com, and then you can also find me on Instagram at Plabon, which is CLABON_, but you can also just buy them at the table today to take home with you.
Yeah, the internet like went out then as you said that. So just at that crucial part when we needed to hear what you were saying, the internet cut out.
It's a bit loud in here with other people. I'm afraid I couldn't hear what your last
Sometimes.
question was.
We've got a couple of comments actually from watching. Jane says she loves the idea. Yeah, sounds great, said Lucy. So you've got a couple of interested people already. Yeah, excellent.
I'm
Oh,
seeing
thank you very
someone
much, guys.
hair.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, there was a comment. Yeah, Jane said that she loves your hair. So.
Thank you. Yeah, I had to keep on brand with the banner, which also has pink hair.
Well, it's pretty noticeable. You're not going to miss it, are you? That's the thing. That's it now. That's your brand for life. Pink hair.
Sorry, what'd you say?
I said that's your brand now to have pink hair. You're not going to escape it.
Yeah. So
there's a question. There's a question here from Lucy. Are the characters dressed?
Yes, all the characters are dressed in our comics for the entirety of them. There are no scenes where characters are not dressed, just to be clear.
Okay.
There's a 100% clothed comic.
I think that's the first time I've ever heard that question.
Yeah, I saw that and was trying to figure out why they wouldn't be.
I'm not entirely sure which comic that was for either.
Yeah. But yeah, everyone's dressed.
Yeah, well, excellent. I mean, I suppose there is a market for comics where everybody's naked. But,
yeah, I'm sure there is, but I do not think it's here today.
Yeah, we're not the ones for that.
It's a family show. It's a family show. Thanks for that, Lucy. Oh, well, thanks, guys. Hope you have a really good
Thank you.
weekend.
But yeah, so find us down at the hub at table 7.
Brilliant. Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
Back there.
Thanks, guys. Brilliant. Shane,
Thanks, sir.
Shane, look what I found.
Hey, that's team, Mr. Paul. How you
I
doing,
can't hear
sir?
a word you're
No,
saying.
this is the problem. Right, drop me off, Shane. Drop me off for a minute.
Yeah, I'll drop you off. Come on back. We'll have a speak to Mr. Ball in the studio, will we? Sam's face then. Oh. Well, we've got a couple of little chats here. That's for the evening show tonight. Oh, I'm sure you're talking about the naked characters. I don't know about that, Jay. Lucky 7. What we got? Great chat. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you for your contribution, Lucy. Sing to us. Oh, the audio isn't good enough, I'm afraid. So Sam is, I think, on his way back to us now. Hopefully bringing Mr. Ball. We can have a chat with Mr. Ball. Another comment. I meant as in, this is Lucy, I meant as in, are the women on the run in bikinis or are they allowed proper clothes? Oh, right. Well, apparently they are allowed proper clothes. I don't think it's one of those sort of comics, Lucy. I think I know what you're getting at is that, a lot of comics are, full of scantily clad women. I think there's room for that sort of thing, isn't there? So we've been joined just now by Mr. Chris Ball, of the IceCast team, who occasionally pops in for a show. It's always nice to see him. Do you want to come and say hello, Chris? You'll need to put the camera back there.
No.
Oh, no. There we go.
Can jump in here.
There we go. So what we do. There's you. Is that working?
Shane, could you invite me?
Invite you back?
I need a link
A link?
for my phone.
Oh, right. How do I do that? We are broadcasting live now.
I know,
like three wise monkeys.
Invite there.
Right, okay.
Okay, hang on, if you give that to me.
I'll copy that and I will. How do I send it to you?
Send this link to your guest. Right, okay, so
Yeah.
no, I can take it from here.
Okay.
Take it straight from the screen.
So we're just bringing in another screen, guys. Oh, that's good. Technology. It's not working then, is it? while we're doing this, let's play the intro
Yeah.
so that we can. So what we're going to do now, guys, we're going to play the intro to the show. What's this? I have got some comments actually, so we might not need to do that. I'm sorry, I'm not singing, Jay. Oh no, we've read that one. Message from Lucy. Hiya, Chris.
I got one from Jane Pickford as well.
Yeah, Pickworth. Yeah.
Pickford, sorry.
Hi, Chris.
Oh,
Another one from Lucy. You are all very sober for a convention. This isn't a true representation.
it's early days yet.
Yeah, you know.
Why have I got the 4G?
Boom. Yeah, so you'll be able to use that as your camera. You can put it in there if you want. Watch the buttons on the side. It's like an episode of Tiz, was this? It's very chaotic.
Right, do you want to add me then?
Yeah, add stream. Yeah. So we've got another audio input as well, Sam. So we'll switch off your audio. Oh,
Okay,
God.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Hello. Yeah,
That was me message when I saw the.
just said hello to Leonard from the. What is it?
From
What is
everything.
your show name is so long. It's
That one.
An Englishman in San Diego with a cup of tea.
Hello.
Hello,
Yes.
there you go.
And the
Say hello to everybody
hello,
then.
podcast is an Englishman in San Diego, which is hosted at theconventioncollective.com. The podcast is Talking Con, a cup of tea with an Englishman in San Diego. It's not that long. What's
Did you hear that? Did you hear that, guys? That is a professional broadcaster.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, that lovely voice. No ums, no ahs. You do look good, mate.
Thank
You're very trim.
I need to find out what
Yes.
it is.
I mean, fresh, decent diet and regular exercise. If I'd have got that memo 20 years ago, good God.
It's that simple.
Made life so much easier.
Oh, Jane, sorry.
what everybody keeps
When you're
telling
talking, you look like you're distracted. That's much better.
Hi,
That's
Jane.
better, isn't it?
Yes.
Boo? Why
She's
is Jane
booing. Jane is booing because I refuse to sing.
I think it was Boo, wasn't it?
Sing,
Yeah.
sir. I mean, this is what you do well.
What?
No, she wants us to get the beer.
Any requests?
Shane,
Any
Shane, I'm going to go out and find some more people.
Find some
And
more people.
So you've got your phone back now.
Yeah, I'm going to take you off the. Oh, you are on off. Yes, that's fine.
Am I?
Yeah, you're off.
No, I'm not.
No, Chris is off.
I'm rolling.
Yeah. Okay.
Always run off.
You've added.
In that case, I'm going to take you seat.
Yeah, take a seat.
I will take a seat,
We'll-
sir.
we'll
I'll
talk-
jump in.
We'll talk to.
To me.
To me.
Talk to
Talk to
them.
them.
And now I've got two audio feeds.
Why not two audio feeds?
Sam.
Same.
Just Sam. I've named myself twice.
That's better. Now we've got one audio
And then
feed.
drop that.
Oh, boy.
That is off. There we go.
Technology.
Technology and
Fun
amateurs.
Jane wants something from Cosmic Rays.
Oh, right. The Cosmic Rays track. I don't remember the words.
It has been a long time since
It's been a long time since we've rehearsed.
Yeah.
Also, we did rehearse the other night in Charlie's house, and it was
I'll
amazing.
message you, Shane. Why not?
Message me, we'll look in there. So, we'll talk to Leonard
Hello,
because, hi Leonard, how are you doing?
I'm doing spectacularly well, actually.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying the sunshine. I mean, yes, I have seen the weather reports for tomorrow, but I think for now, outside the sun is shining. The grannies are getting awfully confused. They're coming around and looking at the building, and they're wanting to look at the people. And there's this tent where all these comics artists are there.
Yeah.
So it's slightly kerfuffling them, but other than that, it's hilarious to watch. The guests themselves, I mean, they're appreciating it's a first show.
Yeah.
So there's one or two teething problems, just in terms of organisation, but the way that it's been presented, the optimism, and I think the fact that, yeah, this is for a lot of them, the first show they've had in 2 years since they Thought Bubble in November 2019. I mean, there was a couple at the beginning of the year, but even that was kind of like spotty. So it's for a lot of them, it's been 2 years.
Yeah, it
since
feels good, doesn't it, to be
It
back
does, very much
into
so.
at a convention.
John Higgins remarked the smell of the pen
The smell of a Sharpie.
The smell of a Sharpie. Oh, it brings back some memories. And Luke, bless him, was happy to,
Oh, bless
Luke
them,
mentioned his
Well,
grandchildren.
I'm looking forward to talking to him because in just under an hour's time, I'm going to be hosting his panel.
Okay. You're doing a few panels,
I'm
aren't
doing
you?
two, yes.
Could you let everyone know what you're doing today?
Absolutely. I'm doing two panels. One is a DC writers panel. I was under the impression that Mike Johnson and Dave Johnson were actually in the country. They're not.
No.
They're Skyping in, so we're speaking to them. If you're not aware of their work, Dave certainly is a covers artist. He's done work on Supergirl.
Excellent.
Excellent work.
Yeah, yeah.
Mike Johnson is more known as a cover artist. Lucifer, some great books that he's involved in. So it's a DC panel, but we've also got John Higgins on there as well. So it's about the relationship not only with the characters of DC, writing for established characters, rendering established characters, but also the relationship with the company itself. Because I think for a lot of us, a lot of comic fans, we kind of see DC and Marvel as this big cube, almost like what was that Tom Cruise film where there's this monolith that Oblivion. So you feel it like this oppressive grey cube with the word DC or Marvel stamped on it, and you have to kind of like communicate with this automated voice somehow. I suspect they are, for myself, I do suspect that DC and Marvel are just wanting to tell stories.
Yeah.
But they have to kind of work. Yeah, Borgs.
Yeah, there's people
very
in
much.
there.
Yeah, you feel like the Borgs. You're quite right, Lucy.
So
the Borgs, yeah. So I get that's a general sense of what people may think of what DC is. So we're going to get more with people who've worked with these companies. Yeah, how their relationship with that is. So that's going to be between 12:13, I believe. 2. I think it's like an hour and a bit.
Wow.
Yeah, it's going to be quite. It's going to be
I suppose
quite.
there's a lot to
These
talk
are
about, isn't there?
There is, but they are quite long panels.
Yeah.
They've been scheduled. How are they going to? If they're going to last that long, is a whole other ball game. But we'll see what happens.
It's always tricky doing panels, because when we do them for ICE, we usually do it for 45 minutes and then with quarter of an hour for changeover.
I personally think that 45 minutes is about the right time, because then otherwise their attention spans kind of wander.
And you fit more events in that
And
way.
you get more in, absolutely.
Yeah, so you've
But
got 50
however,
guests.
that's what they've scheduled, and we'll go as long as we can with that.
I mean, I'm
And
sure
like you
there's...
say, there's not only that, but we've got Dave and Mike, and if they're available, we're going to use them while we can. And like I say, John Higgins as well.
Thank you.
So John Higgins as well. He's it's going to be one of his rare occasions at a convention. He said he's wanting to keep it a nice quiet year. He's easing back into it.
Yeah.
So this is very much a singular event, which is why I'm really pissed off that I forgot to bring my Absolute Watchmen and Watching the Watchmen. Oh, don't start, man. Don't start. So that's happening. But then the one that I definitely knew I was doing, and I'm really excited, it's at 4:30, is with Rachel Smith. And
Talk to Rachel again.
Talking to Rachel again. Well, the thing is, when I spoke to Rachel, because I had her on the panel.
You spoke to her at Brighton, didn't you, a few years
spoke
ago?
to her at Brighton.
Yeah.
That was the first time I had a kind of conversation.
I remember
with her.
sitting on that panel. It was a really good panel.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Then I had her on the Talking Con podcast, and this was before COVID, and I think it was just as COVID was kind of kicking in.
Yeah.
And we were trying to work out how artists and creatives were going to move forward. And then she came up with this thing. She came out with Quarantine Comics, which, my word, if you've not read Quarantine Comics or if you've not experienced it, I suggest you search for it, because it's, for myself, it was one of the true gifts of lockdown and of the pandemic, because it was a genuine, honest story and a diary of somebody's feelings going through this. And it was almost like, it was one of the more human comics that came out. It was just absolutely stunning. If you get the chance, it is Quarantine Comics with an X, and I would heartily recommend checking it out. But we're going to be talking to her about Quarantine Comics. We're also going to be talking to her about autobiographical comics, because obviously she's had Wired Up Wrong, Stand Up For Your Rights, and the books that she's brought out, they are, again, from a very personal place.
Yeah, I prefer Rachel's more personal.
Absolutely.
I mean, she's done other stuff as well, hasn't she? She's done
has.
fiction. but I just really connect with her personal stuff. I think it's really powerful.
But I think also that is a genre of its own, which it takes a lot of skill to be as honest as they
You've
can.
got to open up, and you've got to tap into those open
And still be
real feelings.
still be entertaining. And,
Yeah.
so looking forward to that. Oh,
You can talk, it's okay. You're going to be making not too much, I hope. Okay, that's okay. We're going to have a little bit of background noise, guys.
In other words, your rider has arrived.
Yes.
Excellent.
That's okay. We'll get through.
I'm going to get a bottle. Oh, yep, your rider has definitely arrived. We've got cans and foods arriving. Yeah. Excellent.
We were warned that there would be some chatter.
We've got a suckling pig that's just arrived. Are you actually going to slaughter that cow in the room? My word, this could be an interesting live stream. Wow. That's going to be cool.
Well, that's exciting.
The chickens are going to make so much of a mess.
They really are. Yeah.
Lockdown dramas on TV were incredible too. Real life stories, absolutely. But I think the lockdown dramas were kind of like through a filter. They were. I mean, for example, the one with David Tennant. It was lockdown drama through a scripted kind of filter.
That's a huge filter,
Rachel, it's really, I mean, that's the other thing I'm going to talk to her about as well, because her style is very much a case of there's no digital involved. I've even brought a number of the originals with me because she was selling the original pages, and I bought a number of them. Suddenly when Quarantine Comics was just getting started, before everyone was rushing to get, I was struggling to get hold of pages. I managed to get about 4 or 5 of them, and it's blue pencil, it's black velvet, it's just pure, clean, old school comics. There's no digital involved, and I find that really vital, and the energy that generates is very, very cool.
Yeah, totally agree.
So I mean, what are you looking forward to? I mean, you've seen the.
I'm just looking at this. Yeah, I mean,
then you're going to have the chance to have a look around.
I will at some point. Yeah. Obviously, I'm doing this, so
absolutely, sure.
But we are probably going to have a break. I think you're only allowed to do 4 hours on StreamYard at a time.
Oh, okay.
So we'll probably run this as long as we can, and then I'll probably go and have a look around.
I would heartily recommend it.
I'm really looking forward to the drink and draw this evening. That is the highlight for me, because it's about drinking and drawing, my 2 favourite activities.
Where is that being held?
I don't know, actually.
It's not on there.
It's not on there, is it? It's a nice programme, by the way.
Oh, yes. I mean, hold that up.
Oh, can I show that to the camera? Thank you. There's the poster for the drink and draw. All the artwork, by the way, is done by Simon.
Simon has done it? I wasn't too sure if he'd...
and that's the other side.
Roped somebody else involved in that.
Simon's a great artist.
If the man can draw, let him draw.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I mean, he did the official poster for ICE 2017. Yeah, so
the drink. Well, I mean, number one, decline that. I think he's trying to message you.
Is he? Oh, is he messaging? Oh, it's a private chat. He's got somebody probably.
It might have. The drink and draw. If I can just hold on the camera. That is one of the. I mean, ICE is absolutely a stunning podcast, and I'm not taking anything away from it. But that is one of the best comics podcasts I've seen.
Oh yeah, it's great.
It's held obviously West Coast, so it usually runs in the middle of the night here in the UK. But we're talking Joe Quesada, we're talking Mike Johnson,
big
Dave
names.
Johnsons.
Yeah,
these are guys who have known each other for a while. They're very comfortable with each other. Put me on now, he says.
Yeah, Sam, you're on.
You're on,
Sam. You're on.
Hey, hello.
Hey.
We have to find a better solution because. Okay, can you hear me?
I can hear you, but I don't think.
Good.
Len can
Okay.
hear you because the headphones.
We need to find a better solution because I've been sitting here with Steve Tanner for ages.
Hey, how you doing, Steve?
I'm doing okay. How are you guys doing?
Very good. Very good. Yes. How are you doing?
Fine, thank you.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to get a bottle of water. I will let you.
It's good to see you, mate.
Absolutely. I'll tell you what, I'm not going to remove it.
We can remove it and we'll bring it back.
Yeah, right. There you go. You have a chat.
Thanks, Len.
Oh, there we go.
So we just spoke to Leonard Sultana. That was a great chat. And now we've got Steve Tanner from Time Bomb Comics live from, where are you broadcasting from there, guys?
We're outside, we're on a bench, on a park bench. A usual spot for me, a park bench. I've left my whiskey bottle at home, unfortunately, but we've got the cathedral ruins to one side of us, and directly in front of us we've got the tent, which has got some artistic ruins in there.
Yes,
a few artistic old ruins in there, but no, all good, all good so far.
Brilliant. Isn't it a great venue? Isn't it lovely, that building?
I think it's one of the best venues I've been in. I think a couple of years ago, I think the True Believers they held it in some old building in Gloucester. That was pretty impressive. But this is great. It really is quite simple. So yeah, it's lovely. It's a lovely day. It's great.
Yeah, lucky with the weather. We've had a comment from Lucy. Someone get them a carrier bag of special brew. That. Thanks for that, Lucy.
Right, I'm on it. I'll go and get some tenants. Yeah, tenants super, yeah?
Yeah, that's the stuff. So you exhibiting today then, Steve, I presume?
Yes, this is the first show I've done since January 2020. So it's a bit of a surreal experience, kind of being in a room with lots of comic fans and comic creators. You know, I've kind of forgotten what it was like, but it's great to kind of be back on the circuit again and catching up with people. So today it's been great fun because obviously catching up with seeing people who are interested in the comics, but also catching up with loads of kind of creators who I haven't seen for 18 months or more, kind of face to face. So it's been great. So yeah, it's great being back on the shows, and hopefully now this is the start of things getting back to relative normality regarding conventions across the UK.
Yeah. I don't know about you, but I find it really hard to sort of suddenly turn up that gear where your brain is really sociable and you can talk to people as normal, and because we've been isolated for so long. Even now, I'm finding it quite difficult to sort of turn it up and be able to react to people in a sociable way. You know?
Well, yeah, I kind of know what you mean. I mean, for me, it was kind of almost not really believing it was going to be happening, and kind of all week, especially yesterday and Thursday, almost expecting there to be a sudden government announcement that everything had to be locked down again, because it just didn't seem that it would actually be happening. So it seemed a bit I don't know. It's a very strange kind of feeling. But to be perfectly honest, the minute got into the marquee and set up, it was just like putting on a really comfortable pair of your favourite slippers, and it just back into it again, and that's been great. You know, so that's been great. And for the first time, of course, because obviously this is the first convention I've had since getting my eyes fixed. So the first time I can see what my jackets are like myself. So that's been a bit of a revelation, really. You know.
Now you realise where everyone's been telling you it all these years. Like, whoa, Steve, the jackets.
Next time we see him, he's going to be in like these like grey and brown jackets. I can't believe that. Tweed, yeah. Leather elbows and all that. So, have you got some new material out for this event, Steve?
Well, I've always got new material. I mean, you know, I mean, since lockdown began, Time Bomb has released, I think, 7 titles over the course of the hiatus. So obviously we've got all those books on the table. So effectively they're kind of new because it's the first time they've ever been on a convention table. So we've got all that kind of stuff lined up. So we've got the Harker books there because that's the first time we've been at a convention with the Harker books. We've got the latest kind of Flintlocks and Brawler. We've got the Dick Turpin book. We've got the Norton the Dragon. All this stuff which come out over the past 18 months or so.
Yeah.
So that's all set up. So the table is quite heaving, and of course, by the time we do our next convention, which is due to be at the MCM London show in October, we should have the new bomb scares book as well, which is just was
Wow.
successfully pre-ordered
Yeah.
a few weeks ago. So so there's always stuff going on. We've always got stuff. It seems like every 2 to 3 months we have something new out. So it's quite hectic.
I really like the look of the bomb scares, but I wanted to ask you, how did it feel to see Brawler on the shelves in WH Smith's?
It was a real buzz, to be perfectly honest. You know, it was quite difficult to describe it. It was a real buzz because I think twofold. I mean, first of all, seeing the actual comic on the shelf, but also because the cover a painting by Mark is Major Ricardo. That's my character for Brawler. Actually, seeing one of my characters looking out at me on the shelves of WH Smith's is quite was just amazing. And the feedback that has been received so far about it from people who have picked it up and read it has been great. So that's really encouraging as well. What it seems to have done is reaching people who weren't really aware of how thriving the British comics scene was in the UK. Because most of the comics that are produced in the UK that aren't available in the newsagents. So I think by the fact it's kind of making people a bit more aware of what is out there and where they can get them from, I think it's going to hopefully be benefit to everybody, not just for Time Bomb and the creators involved with Brawler. So I think one of the things, I mean, if anyone's picked up a copy yet, one of the key things was to make sure that within that special there is some information about where you can get these books from. So if people want to read more Western Noir, there's details of where to get the Vax in UK. If people want to find more Mandy the Monster Hunter, there's details of Hellbound Media. So it's very much kind of driving people to the source material as well. It was very important that it's not just about Time Bomb. It's about as promoting these other great creators who have come on to be part of the special too. I think that's a really important thing.
And that's a great thing, isn't it, about the UK indie scene, is that everybody's really supportive of each other. You know, I mean, Adrian behind Shift has been really supportive of what we do, what you do, and what the guys at the 77 do. There doesn't seem to be, this a rivalry as such. Everybody just seems to be working together, and I really like that.
I think for the most part that's true. I mean, certainly that's something which has been a key part. What I felt with the whole community since I became part of it in 2007. I mean, there are little rivalries, there are little squabbles, because you'd always get that. But I think the majority of time, people are generally interested in what everyone else is doing, and will try and kind of support each other if they can. You know, whether it's down to the purely basic level as kind of supporting buying someone's comic because you want to read it, you want to help them, or just offering them advice and tips and guidance, because I think that's a key thing as well. Because I think most of us have been through had similar experiences when it comes to creating comics and producing comics and selling comics, running Kickstarters, all that kind of thing. So I think people are very open, I think, to kind of sharing that. And if people have, I mean, even today I had a really good long conversation with another creator who was thinking about doing Kickstarter, and a really good conversation with them about how I found it and the things to watch out for and the things to avoid, just so that they're not going in completely blind. And I think that's part of I think what makes the community so enjoyable and really good to be part of, because we have that kind of sharing and supporting element, which I think is terrific.
You don't really get that in other industries, do you?
Brilliant.
I had a comment about. Oh, were we finishing? Are we, Sam? Sorry. Well, thank you very much for that, Steve. It was good to talk to you. I can still hear you, Sam.
Oh,
I think we've lost a little bit of audio. Can you still hear me? Hello?
No, you were breaking up. You were breaking up a bit. That's all.
Okay, you literally.
That's all right.
Just over
and have
there.
a good day. Yeah.
Yeah. Have a great day, Steve.
Cool.
Do you want to come back Do you want to come back, Sam, or are you going to go and find someone else?
Well, what I'll do is I'll have a little wander around and I'll show you a bit of the flavour of
that'd be good.
the area. I'll
That'd be
do
really
that
good.
now, okay?
Yeah, that'd
Right.
be great.
Cool.
Um,
1 second.
hey.
Thanks, Steve. Cheers, mate. It's all new stuff. Right. Oh, yeah, you can still hear me, can't you?
Yeah, I can still hear you fine. Yeah. I don't think you can hear me though. I don't know why.
I can hear you. Yes.
You can. Oh, good. Now I can see a big pink screen. But there we go. There we go. So take us round the
Oh,
venue.
that's the park bench we were sat on.
Ah.
So we're out here in the cathedral, and there's a big indoor tent. So let's have a little wander around the tent and see who's here today.
See if we can keep signal and talk to a couple of people. It'd be good to speak to a few fans as well. Oh, there's
Hi, Kieran. All right. Doing a live stream. We'll talk to you in a bit.
And there's Al as well. Well, we'll get him in here. We'll get him in here. It'd be a lot better if we can talk to him in the green room.
Yeah, we've got Al Ian Churchill. He's been away. He's not here.
Still in the pub.
Oh, it's friend of the street, friend of the podcast.
There he is again.
Hello,
Smith. This is the person I was talking about. Yes.
Hello.
Remember when I was talking about earlier about Quarantine Comics and how awesome it is? Creator of Quarantine Comics. Here we go. This.
Oh, hello, Rachel.
Hi, Rachel.
Would you like a little chat with Shane?
Yes.
Bear with me a second. So we're doing a live stream. So and it's a new thing.
I like your t-shirt.
Thank you. So if I just give you the earbud.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Hello.
Hi, Rachel. How are you?
Hi, I'm well. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you. We were just talking about you. Were your ears burning?
They're always burning. There's always
Right.
people talking about me. I'm very famous.
Yeah, of course, I never thought of that. So, how are you finding Coventry?
Oh, it's lovely. Yeah, I'm really impressed with the con. For like a first one. Yeah, I don't know if you can see. We're like in a huge marquee.
Yeah.
Look how beautiful.
I'm going to show them. I'm having to walk around in a bit.
It's really nice. It's really nice. And
Why aren't you here? What are you doing?
Well,
Why are you
I'm
not
here.
here?
I'm in Coventry.
Oh, okay.
I'm in the green room. So
Oh,
when you
you're
come
in
into
the
the green
green
room, yeah.
I'll say hi to you.
Yeah, come and say hello, and we can have a proper
Okay.
chat where we can hear each other properly. It's really nice to see you, Rachel.
You too. I'll see you in the green room.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just set up in the green room, so when you're there, come and say hello. Cool.
Thanks,
Thank
Sam.
you.
Yeah, if we can let the people know that we're here, they can come and see us, and we'll get better audio. Can you hear me now, Sam?
I can hear you. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. I can hear you loud and clear.
Right, let's have another little wander around.
Yes. It is a good idea, Jane, when it works. And there's our other friend, Lou Stringer. Do you want to go and say hello to Lou, or are we going to get him in the green room?
He's in the middle of dealing with the public.
Oh, okay.
Got John Higgins.
Right. It's a good guest.
I've got camera envy.
Oh, look at that! Look at that! That's how you do it.
That's a proper camera. This is
Yeah, that's what we need.
a bit heavy though.
We're too poor for that stuff. We make do with our phones. It's a really good layout. It's bigger than it looks from the outside.
It's huge.
It's a bit of a TARDIS, isn't it? So if you're watching this and you're anywhere near Coventry, you can actually come down. You can visit all these people in person. It's a live festival. It's pretty COVID-proof because although this is undercover, it is ventilated because it's in a marquee. A lot of the other stuff is outdoors. And you can come see us if you like. Say hello. But there's some amazing artists exhibiting by the looks of it. Accent UK, we know those guys. Oh, and the obligatory Dark Trooper. I don't think Mike is there, Jane. I think he had something else on. I think Charlie's doing an event remotely later on. He's not at the actual festival. What we've got there, Sam's indulging himself in looking at.
I have found someone, a friend of the show.
Hello.
Are we live? So Kev, sorry, Kev, do you want to just see if we're live streaming from the green room up there, and I'm doing a roving report.
Hello, world.
Hello, Kev. The world. Well, it's me and 3 people watching.
Oh, fantastic! Well, hello all these people. Are we going to be streaming this afterwards as well, so they'll always be able to see me?
Always going to be available on YouTube. Yes.
Fantastic. Well, and then make sure you've got my banner behind me, and then you'll be aware that I'm the guy from the Beano who has now been adapting Shakespeare into graphic novels. So Finlay Macbeth. And then we've got Hamlet, Prince of Denmark Street, and Midsummer Night's Dream Team. That's Midsummer Night's Dream, but it's a heist movie. A table full of this nonsense, and this is what I do. I've also the reason I've got this bow tie on, I was just demonstrating to some kids how easy it is to tie a bow tie. I don't know, these things come over me every now and again.
Could you show us? I've never known, I don't know how
Yes,
to do
if you'd like to know how to draw a bow tie. Amazingly, what I've got to strive for today is the number of times I demonstrate how to tie a bow tie, not outnumbering the number of books I sell. So at the moment it's okay, we're doing more books than tie demonstrations, but in the last 5 minutes I've got to say tie demonstrations are winning. So you basically you loop one bit over another bit. I can't really talk you through now because I've been doing it. Oh, I've never looked at myself on the phone while I'm doing this. I cannot tell. Has that come out correctly? Is that looking like a correctly tied bow tie? Yeah, there you go.
Looks good. It's better than I could do.
As I believe someone before me has said, bow ties are cool.
That is impressive.
They're not cool. They make you look like a professor. I'm going to undo that. You get the choice of looking like a professor or looking like a loose member of the Rat Pack. I'm going for the latter.
You just come out of a cocktail party. So we've had someone on the stream messaging saying, I have them, which I think means they have your books. So what a small world.
Fantastic.
James also said, the best way to read Shakespeare, apparently. That's a good addition.
Yes, it is indeed the best way to read Shakespeare. Basically, the starting point for my books was how I would do Macbeth on stage. And so I didn't have the wherewithal to put on a stage play. I did have the wherewithal to make a 125-page graphic novel. And so that's what I did. And then my big plan was to launch them all in 2020. We all know what happened. So I had time to do 2 more, which is why I now have the trilogy of Shakespearean graphic novels, all set in 1977.
Cool. And is there a plan to do other adaptations?
The next one I'm planning is, I've written it, but production has been overtaken by work that pays me more. And so I'm working on my version of Twelfth Night, which is called 12th Thing. So it's 12th Night, but it's a monster movie. A monster movie which features time travelers and big guns and costumes and monsters which burst out of people. Some folks have some people are born great. Some acquire greatness, and some have greatness thrust upon them. And some people have monsters inside them. And somehow I've forgotten how I made that a really catchy punchline or strapline. But that's the next book, if I ever get around to it. Unfortunately, it's a year since I started writing it, and I have been far, far too busy. Because the other thing I do is I do comic art masterclasses, going into schools, teaching kids how to do comics. And I've been doing an awful lot of that, which takes me on the road all around the country.
Yeah, and I mean, you were kind enough to come and do a class for us at Comic Salopia earlier in the summer.
Yes, indeed.
That was really good. Yeah,
by the way, it's good to see you well again. Or are you cordoned off from people because you're still infectious?
No, I'm not infectious at all now, thankfully. And yeah, back to normal. I was a little bit poorly, but I'm over it now, thanks to the vaccine.
Fantastic.
Yes. So, and you're looking very well yourself as well, mate.
Thank you, Shane. Thank you. Well, thank you for doing your sort of Pied Piper of Hamelin routine and making sure that everybody's coming to our tent. Come one, come all. And a little bit later, we are going to be toasting the Luftwaffe and thanking them for creating this marvellous venue in 1940. And it still stands to this day.
without them, this would just be a church.
I know.
There's-
There'd be no room for it.
Thanks, Germans.
Yeah.
Right, we got to leave Shane because Kev's got customers. Thanks.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Have a good
You
day.
gonna
Kev.
leave? You wanna pop in?
Oh, it's smudge spray.
Oh. Okay.
And,
Anyway,
yeah,
that was fun.
remembering there. Yes, it was, mate. That was really good. It was nice to see Kev again. It's really funny because I've seen Kev probably more than any other comic person over the lockdown, just because he did an event for us, and he came round to my house the other day because he left a book at the event that we did.
Drop me out.
Oh, your volume's going a bit. Can you still hear me? It reminds me of the old, when they first started doing satellite TV in the 80s, and it kept going, the contact, We've lost him altogether now. Okay, so thanks for that, Sam. I'm going to take him off, so that we've just got the one screen. So we're going to take a little bit of a break shortly, so that we can get some people in here and talk to them directly. We'll comment from Jane. Oh, we saw you at the comic trail. Yes, indeed. We'll tell you a little bit about that before we go for a break. What we did, we did. It's still there. It's there for a year. The Shrewsbury Comics Trail, and it's 9 pieces of artwork, giant pieces of artwork erected across Shrewsbury, which is a beautiful town, the town I live in, and we had 9 incredible artists take part, and it goes right across the town, telling a story written by Judge Dredd creator John Wagner, who is also local to the area, and it's fantastic. It's a great opportunity, and some of the artists who contributed to the trail are actually in Coventry. Rachel Smith was one of them, who we spoke to earlier. Who else is there? I think Al Davison is here this weekend. He also contributed, and we got a glimpse earlier of Lou Stringer, the legendary Lou Stringer of Beano and Transformers fame, also contributed to the trail. So we're hoping to speak to some of those guys later on, but we are going to take a little bit of a break shortly. Well, I will just mention that I have just published a new book called Dead by Dawn, which you're probably already aware of, because I have been banging on about it for quite a while now. Myself and Andrew Richmond, my co-publisher, put the book together with an amazing creative team, including Charlie Adlard, Dan Abnett, Jimmy Broxton, Steve Pugh, David Hine, Mark Stafford, Patrick Goddard, and a whole host of absolutely outstanding indie talent. And we're very proud of the book. And so that is now available via various outlets. And I think Get My Comics are going to be offering a pre-order on it. You can also get a pre-order from us. So that's my little bit of plug-in for the day. So I'm just going to play the video while we have a short break, and then we will be back very shortly. So if you just bear with us, I will be returning.
thought if you
Ooh,
give
we're
me,
back on.
we can invite people on their phones there, so I don't have to stand like that. Okay.
So Sam has tried to persuade me to go out and do. I don't need that. To go out and do a roving report myself. I'm a bit unsure about that.
Do it.
So I am going to probably go out and try and do that. So I apologise in advance if I mess it up. Just a comment here from Jane. Shane to everybody, thank you so much. It's been wonderful being shown around and listening to the interviews. Have a super day. Thank you, Jane. Thank you very much. Thank you for all your comments. It's always nice when people give us a little bit of feedback while we're broadcasting. And it's nice to know that people are watching. So I'm going to hand you over to Sam, who's going to take over as the main man on the show. So I don't know what's going to happen.
Take your phone. Oh, hang on, I'm going to have my phone.
So I'm going to take Sam's phone, because we've got the interview phone over there set up for if anybody comes in and we want to talk to them. So you're going to have to chat to people for a while, Sam, while I go and find someone to talk to on the...
Yeah, I'm just setting you up now.
Okay.
Okay, 1 second.
And if you are, as I said before, if you just joined us, we're broadcasting from Coventry, Meanwhile in Coventry, which is a fantastic festival. Mostly
You need to invite me
outdoors,
again, sorry, Shane.
and Sam is asking to be invited again. So, how come you're not invited? You should be.
I don't know why I haven't got it again. I just need the
There you go.
right.
It's live. It's live.
Don't say FLB.
Yes. That's really clever, though. Is that an iPhone?
No, it's Google Lens. It's standard stuff,
Is it?
Yeah.
I live in the 1980s, you know, I don't know about these things.
And then you just copy the text.
Yeah. So this is also a public service broadcast to how to use a Google phone. Can I get rid of that now?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can only have 10 people on the screen at once.
Yeah, we don't need 10 people, we want one.
No.
Sorry. We are in the green room and there are loads of sandwiches over there, so I might be tempted to go and eat one.
Message, do that again, but send me that as a message. Sorry.
I don't know how to do that. You do it.
Yeah.
You take over.
Hi guys, so this is how you do things on StreamYard. When you get Shane to move out of the way, then you can messenger it to yourself. Let's go on. Yes. Hi. I hope you guys are enjoying this. We're having fun. We've yet to have many people into the green room, but we'll be getting them soon, and we're going to have some proper good interviews. But we'll get Shane out as a roving reporter. Just need to activate the phone. So talk amongst yourselves while I sort this out for Shane. La, la, la,
Play some lift music.
Yes. It's really good. I tell you what, it's a very hot and sunny day today out there. I thought we did check the weather forecast this morning, and it was supposed to be showers, but what does the weather know? I mean, all that millions of pounds in meteorology, science, rubbish, absolute rubbish.
They always get it wrong.
They always get it wrong. And I come from South Wales. I mean, Cardiff. I didn't realise that the weather forecast was sometimes right until I moved away from South Wales.
Yeah, because in Wales,
it's going to rain.
And then, you know, they're probably going to
Honestly, the weather changes so quickly. Right, there we go. So, right. Okay. So, right, so
deliver some of these as well.
So listen. Okay, so you got that.
Hello.
So let's, yeah. So you're not in there yet. So literally what you do is you go to camera, and then you change it from front to back. If you want to like film,
Yeah.
So do it front facing at the moment.
Yeah.
So you can talk while you're walking.
I'm not allowed to shut you.
Yeah.
Oh, there's no one there. Chris, go.
No.
Get rid of that.
Okay, so when you want to let me know you're ready to go, would you chat and do a private chat and I'll do in?
Yeah,
I'll leave it live.
Leave it live.
I'll just stare blankly at this.
Right. So I can take this. This is the headphone.
That's the headphone.
Yeah. Give one guest one. Keep it yours up. Yeah.
God.
When they can see you.
And they can see you.
Oh, hello. Right. Okay. We've got audio. Okay.
Yes. Go on, Shane.
Go on, Shane.
Out you go.
Right.
You go.
I'm going. I'm going. I'm going.
So
Here we are.
does anyone ever remember that sketch by Mitchell and Webb? So Digby chicken Caesar salad.
It's not running.
I don't think we can be compared to Mitchell and Webb. Can you hear me, Sam?
We can hear you absolutely fine. Yes.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm going
Or we
to
can
talk
see
to some
you
people.
walking.
I'm going to get in the lift.
Brilliant. Yes. While you're doing that, so tonight there's the return of the drink and draw here at Meanwhile from 7 o'clock till 10:30. That looks good. I'm gonna go. I might go to that. What do you think about that, Chris?
We're definitely going to that.
Drinking and drawing.
It's a winner.
Drinking and drawing. You can't go.
I'll be doing the drawing. If I'll be doing the drinking, you can do the drawing. Oh, Shane's in the lift. Is there any lift music there, Shane?
Can you take the stairs?
I know.
Oh, he's
Got two people watching. Hello, you two people who are watching. I'm sure this is
I'm
really
losing signal.
fascinating.
James and James.
James and Jane. Hi,
You've got to
James.
look after those viewers.
There were more people sit here than watching this
Okay.
live stream.
Shall I
I'm
move
sorry,
and I found it and watch it instead?
We have some cosplayers.
Number three thing. Yeah, look at that. Hey.
There's a stormtrooper. Always have stormtroopers. Can't have a Comic Con without stormtroopers.
Carry on, Shane. I'll make you the main thing.
Oh, you've spoken to these guys already. How do you flip this phone? How do I flip it round?
So if you go into,
I can't work out how to do that.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, he's
No, now it's not there. We can put some.
Let's have a look at some of the stalls. Can you guys see that artwork? You've lost
Yeah,
the
all
signal.
good. Carry on, Shane. Carry on.
I'm just showing you some of the stalls. Hello there, you all right? We're just doing a live stream. Looking at some of the artwork on display.
Apologies to anyone with headphones. The turn of those pages sound incredibly disgusting. It sounded very loud.
That's really cool.
Anyway, continue.
Can you guys hear all that?
No, you need to point
No.
the microphone. You need to point the microphone bit on the headphones next to the people.
Ah, right, okay. Apparently I have to put the microphone next to you. So do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
I'm Richard Woods. I'm assistant
No, closer. Needs to be closer, Shane.
It was an abstract comic of a journey through time, with from the very start of existence to the very end of existence. Where it continues, but changing what's normal about the world is like kind of learning from mistakes of the past and then starting again anew, kind of trying to break those cycles of repetition and disruption.
So I'm just bringing the microphone a little bit closer
No
to you.
worries. Well, what else do you want to know?
How long have you been working in comics?
5, 6 years now.
Oh, really?
I'd say. Just
Wow.
not doing my own kind of self-published stuff.
Yeah.
I've got my own self-published site and books over here. Currently, that's Wayfarer number 2 there. I've had that for 2 years. And I'm currently working on number 3 as well. Just here. Wayfarer is all about science fiction short stories, focusing on this one character. The idea that she was going to live for 5,000 years, and you see the kind of passing through time through her eyes and changing of society. So each story is kind of a little ice story, or like you know, doing basic sci-fi stuff, like learning about the world through kind of science fiction mechanisms, stuff like that.
Cool. Thank you very much, Richard. Sorry about the difficulties with the. See, Sam, you're better at doing this than I am. I can't even get the earpiece to stay in my ear. So we'll go and have a look around. Can you guys still hear me? Because I can only see myself on the screen.
Yeah, you're doing well, Shane. Make sure you keep the microphone.
Very encouraging.
You have to get close. Forget COVID, get close.
Yeah, that's the problem, because it's, you know, social distancing and all that. Social distancing.
I don't think
we're outdoors now, so hopefully that'll be a little bit better. Oh, look at that venue.
It's lovely, isn't it?
Place. Isn't it just beautiful?
Yeah.
Last day.
Lovely day.
There's some, I don't know how to flip the phone, by the way, so it's pointing outwards. I can't work that out. There's no option for that on the screen.
There's a button. Press the button.
There's no button.
Settings. Okay.
Go into settings? Oh my God. Who do you think I am?
Man. Do you want an answer?
This is why I have you. This is why I have you, Sam. There's a chap dressed as Batman here. I'm going to show you him. He's really, really good. He's giving me a serious look. Oh no, it is Batman. He is Batman. Oh, he's very good actually, and scary. I'm not going to mess with him. Oh, and we've got some live art going on, which is really nice to see. And that's a picture of a chap dressed as Batman. There's quite a lot of live art going on, actually. I'll show you all of these. It's really cool. Hello there. You all right? At the early stages, what's this going to be?
It's going to be Nolan from Invincible flying above the sky menacingly. I just really liked Invincible.
Oh, it was great, wasn't it?
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah. Was that the first encounter you'd had with Invincible? I wasn't going to judge either way.
No, definitely not. Definitely not something to judge, but the comics are very much worth.
Yeah, I love the comics.
Yeah, no, Nolan's one of my favorite characters, which is weird at the moment because just in the TV show you're like,
yeah,
which is really cool.
Yeah, no, it's great. I look forward to seeing how that develops.
Thanks, man.
Have a good one. So, that was good. Another one here, which I really like the look of. Hello there. I'll try not to distract you too much. That's really cool. We'll come back later on, hopefully, and see how it develops. They've got food stands here as well, so it's got a real like festival feel to it. So you can get disco fries, hot dogs, Middle Eastern barbecue, paneer wrapped street food. It all looks very good. It looks very nice. And there's benches so you can sit and eat. Very good. These screens are good as well. And there's a stage, which I think the stage is for, I don't know, talks, announcements. There's no one on it at the moment. The signage is very good, I have to say. So Simon, the organiser, is a graphic designer, so he's used his skills well. We've got another bit of art there in early development stage. Some more artwork here in the background. Oh, lost your QR code there. I'll get that for you. There you go. Some nice graffiti style art in the background there. So this is the main sort of centre area of the event by the looks of it. You've got the university over there. And then the old cathedral, which is stunning. Next to, I think, is what is the new cathedral. Deadpool there. Definitely a guy dressed as Deadpool. I think if I chop his arm off, it's not going to grow back.
Great footage, Shane. Go into the tent. Go into the tent.
Where's that?
It's the cathedral.
In
There.
the cathedral.
Go back.
Right.
Go back.
Yes, I'm on my way.
Excellent.
I'm on my way. I'm on my way. You can switch me off for a while if you want, while I'm walking over there.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. There's some.
The showers.
I'm losing signal.
He would if you could find the phone.
Go and find something and
Can you
wait.
still hear me?
I can still see you when you want to be on. I was there with Steve. Oh, and we're live. But I was with Steve and I was trying to get Shane to put us on, and I was going, send me, put me on now. So we can just see now that Shane is he still talking? He's not on. He's not on. How have you found today, Chris?
Lovely.
Yeah.
Very nice day. Tent. All the falcon.
It's pretty big and effective, isn't it? I mean, so there's the studio area here, there's the tent, and there's a stage. I don't know what's been on the stage, but and luckily it's a lovely day here in Coventry, as you can see in this. Yeah, it is lovely. Why did I have to take the webcam out? No, it's all strapped. Anyway, so thanks for joining us at this live stream. Like I said before, it's all new, and it's the first time we've done something away from our bedrooms.
As silly as this.
Yeah. Oh, is he waving?
He's right.
I think Shane wants us. Hang on. Yes.
Yeah.
Hello, guys. Can you hear me all right?
You found
It's incredibly sunny out here. I'm burning. Yeah. My head is peeling. Yeah, we're at the entrance to the tent, so I'm going to go and have a look inside. And there's another great building. I love these buildings. They're absolutely spectacular. So, hello.
That's the cathedral, Shane.
Yes, it's lovely.
Where you're standing now used to be the cathedral until it was changed into an area for comic book shows by the Germans in the 1940s.
Yeah, someone else has already cracked that joke, I'm afraid.
I know, yeah, Kev did. But there might be new people watching. So thanks, Hitler. Thanks for that.
Oh, okay, that's us cancelled. So I'm at Tony Lee's table. I was going to talk to Tony Lee, but he's not here. He says he'll be back at 1 p.m. So I'm going to leave him one of our books because I'm nice like that. Oh, here's Des Taylor with his excellent display. Hi, Des. How you doing?
I'm not bad.
I am live.
Oh, you're live.
Streaming to the nation. Hello.
This is my daughter Scarlett, my protege, and I'm showing her the ropes. What to expect from a comic convention. Yeah, she's learning.
Excellent. Are you enjoying yourself? Excellent. You've got loads of stuff here. It's looking really impressive.
So, yes, I'm teaching her how to buy, sell, and promote.
Yes.
So when she's ready, she can take all of this over.
Going to take on the family business, eh? And this is your character, Scarlet Couture. Yeah.
Scarlet, yes.
Ah.
Named after my wife.
Wow.
We were just discussing my other daughter, Leah. She gets
Oh, she's in there as well.
She's going to have names after her. So when I'm gone, then I can start.
It really is a family business, isn't it? So who's Katie then?
Oh, no, Katie's from like back in the day.
We won't talk about that. Brilliant, brilliant. So far, you having a good day?
Yeah, it's lovely. And, the trend is amazing.
Yeah.
For us, the highlight of the day was hearing the organ in the church playing Superman the movie. That just blew on.
Oh, that is cool. I missed that. Oh,
mate, well, I recorded it.
Yeah. All right. I got to. Yeah, to actually hear it played live on an organ.
Oh, it was next level. It was a house of God turned into a house of sword. Yeah. Amazing.
Brilliant, brilliant. Well, if you get a chance, mate, we're actually streaming from the green room. Okay. So when you pop in, come say hello. Yeah. Yeah, it's over that way. Yeah. Yeah. Good to talk to you.
Peace, everybody.
Thanks a lot, Des. Bye. Hope you got all that, guys. That was Des Taylor.
Excellent, Shane. Great work. It's good to see the younger generation joining in.
Excellent.
Yeah.
It was good, yes.
I'm getting the hang of this now.
Yeah.
I'm
Well, if you want to have a good chat with someone, maybe get them outside, like you did with Shane, with Steve, because it's quite noisy, and make sure the microphone's.
Yeah, I love that. There's so much cool stuff here. I'm going to show you some more tables. Look, there's not people at all the tables, so I'm just going to show you their art. Yeah. We'll get them. This phone's getting very low on juice as well, so I might have to come back and recharge. So I'm just showing you some artwork. That's really, I love the design. We've got some more stuff over here. Some really nice looking books here. We're just doing a live stream. So I have deduced that this is the Avery Hill stand by the fact that it's got Avery Hill written on the poster there. So, hello Avery Hill. Very well, thank you. We're just streaming out to the nation and talking about the event, all the exhibitors and the guests. So you guys are here as a publisher? Yeah, so it is really sunny, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, we're a publisher based in London, and we mainly publish new graphic novelists. So we publish
Excellent. Lovely looking books.
Yeah, we spend quite a lot of time on the writing campaigns, so trying to do it in different ways each time as well. So,
yeah. And what would you say? Do you have like a preferred genre, or is it all different genres?
No, it tends to be like just what we want to publish, really. So we do some. It tends to be more kind of indie, slice of life type stuff. Generally with a sense of humor.
Yeah.
Straight up comedy and stuff. So yeah, lots of different things. Some sci-fi, some artworks, some relationship type stuff. So,
yeah. So as you do so many different things, what would you say like defines you as a publisher? What would you if you're trying to explain your brand to like new readers, how would you sell yourselves as a publisher?
I guess we like trying to find up and coming exciting voices. So when we first published Tilly Baldwin and Tilly Corrigan and people like that. So it tends to be kind of like exciting younger books. Generally quite well written. We tend to say we're more interested in story than art a lot of the time, although obviously good art is important.
Yeah,
so,
storytelling I think is the thing, isn't it?
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
So we tend to gravitate towards creators who have strong storytelling.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
That's the way to go, I would say, definitely. It's lovely stuff. Well, thanks ever so much for chatting. Cheers. Have a good one. Did you get that, guys? I'm just checking in every now and again to make sure.
Yeah, slightly. You're losing signal a bit. Maybe you want to wrap it up and head back to get some more charge. Then I think.
Yeah, I'll come and charge
You're
it.
doing great, Shane. Keep it up. They're loving it. The numbers are going
skyrocketing.
Well, yeah.
Oh, really?
They're waiting to go. So they're not actually increasing, but they're
got into double
there's a
digits?
lot of potential poised. There's a lot of potential. We've got all the
They're
numbers
thinking about it.
to do. So keep going. You're doing great, Shane.
Last time.
Right, okay. I'm walking back now, but I'll keep the camera on so you can see where I am.
Want to chat with something? Looking good, Shane.
Yeah, we've got the actual Grinch.
How? I don't like Christmas.
He just doesn't like Christmas, apparently. Do you like comic conventions?
We love comic conventions.
It's all right then. Who cares about Christmas?
Who cares about
Yeah, doesn't matter, does it? And we've got the actual Boba Fett. No, not the Mandalorian. Ah, there's a guy over there. When I said it's a guy dressed as Batman, he said, "No, I am Batman." He got quite upset. So.
Can you ask the Mandalorian why his costume's red? Is it blood?
Okay. Okay. I've been asked to ask why your costume is red.
His face.
That isn't the way.
It's red because it's red. It's the Crimson Mandalorian, apparently. It's Sarlacc blood.
We saw its face.
Yeah, well, we won't mention that. We won't. We'll cut out the bit where you took your helmet off. Yeah. Thanks, guys. He really didn't have an explanation for why his costume was red, did he? I thought mine was quite good. Sarlacc blood. I'll turn the camera around again because it's a beautiful day. I'd like to talk to some fans, see what they're making of the day.
Hey, can the person who's watching this live stream please send us a message so we know who you are? Because we realised that we've got and one of us is Chris's phone, which we were monitoring. So if you're watching this, please drop a message.
Yeah, well, the other one is probably this phone.
Actually, that could be true. It might be literally keeping ourselves. Send this from my phone device. It's very impressive. Oh, okay. That's...
Well, it's all going to go on YouTube.
Is it?
And this will be available on YouTube when we finish.
Yeah.
Maybe we can edit it.
I think so. Yeah. Okay. We thought we'd have more people in the green room. I suppose it's lunchtime now. People will be coming in now. So soon we're going to have a lot of people coming
They're both collections.
Battery's low, so I've got to come back, guys. Best switch me off for now.
Thanks, Shane. We'll just get rid of him until he gets here. So, been reading any good comics recently?
I was going to ask you how your CCG collection's going.
Well, I haven't got a big collection, but I've got a Daredevil #1. That's a 2.5. I've got Giant Size X-Men, 7.5. White Pages. It's really nice. It's really nice.
Is anybody that knows me knows I hate CCGs. I don't believe in CCGs at all.
I don't have many CCG comics, but I do have
You do live stream. You do
Yes.
your little videos, obviously. If you're not subscribing to Sam's,
Yes. Oh yes, put that on chat. And Shane's arrived now.
give yourself a bit of advertising.
Well, look, we've got an extra viewer. So, can I just
plug away?
Yes. So let me just do a little plug here. So what I suggest is you go to YouTube and you find my channel because I do some top-notch videos. So I've got 2000 AD videos. I do a 2000 AD first look subscriber unbagging, the Flux sub every week, where I take a look copy of 2000 AD, have a look at it, tell you what I think.
Usually slag it off.
Sometimes slag it off. I'm quite positive.
He reads it so you don't have to.
Yeah. And when Skip Trace is in, I do that for you. Honestly, Jesus got nothing on me. He died at the cross. I have to read Skip Tracer.
That's a bit unfair.
That's a bit unfair.
So I've got lots of videos. I do 2000 AD every week. I did lose it the other day.
Can I just point out that this is the opinion of Sam, and it's not the official opinion of the Icecast. This is Sam's own opinion. And
yeah, the Icecast loves Skip Tracer.
I've never read it. So.
No. That's why you have no opinion on it.
Where's the charger?
There.
That's my charger.
Oh, what's
your charger?
Oh, it's in my, I'm going out my bag yet. That's fully charged now, is it? Oh, no. Right. So go to YouTube and find.
He doesn't know his own YouTube channel. He's having to look it up.
I'll get sandwich.
No, I want to share the channel so I can show these lovely 3 people, including that phone there.
This is all live streaming gold.
I know, it is gold, isn't it?
Live streaming gold.
Hey, this is what you 3 guys are here for. So, if I just share my screen, we can have a look at.
So I can do that.
Got to fill the time.
Yeah, we are. Let's see.
We can fill it with you eating a salmon.
Share.
There we are. Tech Sam doing his thing.
Why is it not
Allegedly.
There we go. So here we go, guys. This is my YouTube channel. I can't. The trouble is now I can't control it and look at it at the same time. So if I move that there, this is. I should make how-to videos of how to
mess up a YouTube.
how to use StreamYard. So I've shared my screen, and here we go.
It's looking good.
Yeah, they're looking good. This is all gold. Can we get rid of right, can I? Yeah, that's good. So here we go. We've got my first look videos. I've also got. Hang on. What's that? No, this is just a random thing. If I just click on it. So my YouTube channel is called Comic Book Sam. Lots of great stuff. 2000 AD. I've got an interview with Charlie Adlard where we talked about 2000 AD. I've got an interview with John Wagner when we talked about 2000 AD.
Which you wouldn't have got if it wasn't for us.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, it was basically a Comic Book Sam / Icecast production. And so here we go. Here's my videos. Now I've got lots of these reveals as well. If you're interested in comic books, then watch my reveal. It's 60 seconds. And you see some great covers with some great music as well. Now, I don't own any of the music, and I've just nicked it from other YouTube videos, but
so
I definitely credit them.
Not monetized.
I credit them, and I'm not going to play them. But it's not monetized, so I credit them. It's all there.
Sam, As a novice into such things,
Yes, Chris.
why, as somebody that posts videos on YouTube, do you feel the need to put a gawky picture of your own face onto your YouTube thingies? Why is that? Why do people do that?
Because
is it because everybody else does it?
Because you have split second when people are looking on YouTube, if you're going to click on a video. So when you've got a whole screen of...
So your face is the draw, is what you're saying?
Faces, people are naturally attracted to faces.
Oh, okay.
So I've done various different videos where thumbnails where I do a picture of like a vague picture or a face like there's this one here, Judge Dredd here, or me. You get more clicks because people are drawn to eyes and human face.
Okay.
So that's why when I started doing my videos, this is what my my videos were.
You've heard it here first. People are drawn to Sam's face.
Yeah.
They're drawn to faces. There's a Catwoman one there. I think that's got no views at the moment because it's only literally been went live 45 minutes ago. But people are drawn to faces, and the split second you've got to
attract someone.
To attract someone, you want faces.
Oh.
So
I've noticed actually that stuff with faces in the header do
absolutely
get more hits. Yeah.
One of my top rated videos was John Wagner, and that's got his very own face. His very own face. Someone in the comments said he's a regular Sigurd Clegane from Game of Thrones. Okay. So all ones with faces, I get good views, and so at the start of
put faces on everything.
Well, I might start putting faces because I started like this.
There we go.
There you go. So these are my
gurning.
Yeah,
this is what you're doing. You're gurning.
Someone said "Oh, I love that one. The YouTube videos with the soy boy face." I'm like, what's a soy boy?
Something for the kids to know.
Do you know what a soy boy is? So a soy boy,
somebody who likes soy,
is because and it's an effeminate man.
Okay.
It's someone who makes faces that are not masculine. It's to do, and it's called soy boy because it's to do with eating soy is seen to be effeminate. Okay. So people, if you're described on the internet as a soy boy, that means you are not a masculine man.
I'll call it gurney.
And they thought that these pictures here, they thought, and I was like, oh, okay, so I'll take that. You know what? I wasn't, it's making silly faces is not masculine, but it gets the clicks, or rather it doesn't. But it should do.
So you're selling yourself, is what you're saying. You're selling yourself.
So
you're selling your masculinity for clicks.
Yeah, I'll sell myself for clicks.
That's fair play.
Yeah.
Well, we know where we stand.
Yeah. Well, we'll work for clicks.
Yeah.
It's good.
So, how many viewers? Oh, we still got 3 viewers. We managed to keep 3 viewers and that phone.
Yeah. 2 then.
With my YouTube videos, yeah.
Hi, Mum.
So yeah, it's going all right. My YouTube video. This one of a Superman comic book video. I got 3,500 views.
Wow.
I know, it's amazing. Absolutely amazing. It's this one here. It's All-Star Superman, all Frank Whiteley covers.
Yeah.
In a row. I mean, this is good. The trouble is, these are all shorts. So YouTube shorts are 60 minutes, and one's basically they're trying to do TikTok videos. They're basically trying to take a TikTok. So you make a video that's 60 seconds long. YouTube will promote it, and that's how you get so many views. That's why my normal views of the videos that I've slaved over, edited, made sure that it's really good, made some funny little intros and stuff like that, they get about 100 clicks. But showing Superman comics for 60 seconds gets me 3,500.
It's amazing with all the streaming services, everything that people can watch almost anything at any time.
Yeah.
That people would rather sit there and watch your All-Star Superman issue covers.
They're great covers, Frank Whiteley.
They are. I'm not knocking the covers.
And the music of the Superman theme, it's great. Yeah, but anyway.
I think they call it falling down a rabbit hole on YouTube, don't they?
Yes.
Oh,
YouTube,
on YouTube,
yeah.
It's going from one thing to another. Yeah. I just spoke to a lecturer from the university, and hopefully we'll at some point
You're on camera.
We'll get hopefully soon we will get some of the students in to have a chat with about camera's
Clear.
working.
Yeah.
So, yeah, hopefully we'll get some of the
It's
students
working all the time.
who are involved with the festival to come and talk to us as well. Some of the guests are starting to trickle in, so hopefully we'll be able to, not at the moment, but we've had a couple.
Something.
So hopefully we'll be able to talk to a few of them soon. But I've seen a lot of people out and about.
Yeah, it's good.
While I was roaming.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah. Our first victim.
We've got someone. Sorry, do you mind being on camera?
Oh, yeah. That's all right.
It's Lou Stringer. So we're doing a what? Is it a live? Yeah,
We're live.
live
Yeah.
stream. We've been streaming now for an hour 45 minutes.
Do you want to switch it back to the normal screen?
Yes. Oh, of course. Yeah. Sorry.
He's doing a self-plug of his own YouTube channel.
Well, we've got lots of.
It's a good channel.
Thanks.
There you go. That you heard it first from Lou Stringer, guys. An endorsement.
Hey, I like talking about 2018, and I'm very positive about it. But there was a video recently where I wasn't positive.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I've got quite a few.
It showed that you weren't too keen on, wasn't it?
The prog. Well, it's
issue, sorry.
they're using up all the material before they do a relaunch issue where they start again, and then it was very. I spend a good couple of hours every week reviewing the prog and editing and stuff like that. And I read this and went, I've got literally nothing good to say about it. So I did, instead of reviewing it, I had a little rant about it.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Well, I think everybody's putting the best work into it.
Oh, absolutely. But they still show skip.
Do you want to take a seat there?
You see, yes. You can find other people's work and you don't do it. You don't yourself.
Do you want to have a little chat on camera? For a few minutes?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, we won't keep you too long.
So we've had. Yes.
Just need to switch that one on.
I'm just going for my dinner, really.
Well, let's get his dinner as well.
Absolutely.
I don't think me eating sandwiches on camera.
Oh, I don't know. People will watch anything.
ASMR. Let's do an ASMR live stream. And here is Lou Stringer eating sandwiches.
Yeah, there's people who pay good money to watch that. Yeah. So I am joined. We've got audio, I think. Can we hear it on there?
Oh, no.
Yeah. Because we're just making sure that we are actually getting audio. Hello, we are back to our normal show after Sam has plugged his YouTube channel, and I am very happy to be joined by the legend, who is Mr. Lou Stringer. Hello, Lou.
Hello, Shane. Nice to see you after all these months of solitude.
It's been a while, hasn't it? I mean, we have communicated.
Yes, I was on your show last year, wasn't I?
Yeah, we did an audio podcast, and you came on for one of the live shows as well with the 77 guys, wasn't it?
That's right. Yeah.
That was good. So, how are you finding this festival today, Lou?
Very good. You know, it's a nice location. It's I was a bit apprehensive about being a tent, but it's nice and well ventilated, and nice and bright. So it's pretty good.
I really like the venue. I like the way that it's set in this sort of square, with all the beautiful buildings around it, and it's just a great atmosphere.
It is, and it seems to be very well organised as well, and looking after is okay, and it's nice to see friendly faces after all this time.
Yeah,
because none of us have met up, have we, for 2 years? So,
it's been a long time.
It's great to see your friends, and then it's been a long 18 months, 2 years, but it seems like no time you just see your friends again, doesn't it? So,
everything sort of starts to click back into place. Yeah. I was talking to Len earlier, who came and had a chat with us, and it just felt like we hadn't seen each other for maybe a few weeks.
Yeah.
You just slip into the old habits, don't you?
Yeah.
And have you been able to keep doing work over the lockdown?
I did lose some, but because of cutbacks and because of things like that, and people not invested in the comics that we're going to invest in and things like that. But it's picking up now, and I'm doing stuff for next year's annual. So I'm working on the Dandy and Beano annual, which will be out next year.
Yeah.
And I've got a few other things as well. So it's steady at the moment.
Excellent. And because a lot of people don't realise, do they, that like Dandy as a brand still exists. The comic isn't going out, sadly.
That's
but
right.
But the annual still comes out every year.
Yeah. I mean, the week we finished 10 years ago,
But you know, there's still a summer special, which is mainly reprint. You know, still have some bits and bobs in there, which are new. But the annual is all new, and 112 pages, all new material every year. And you know, the current one, the 2022 one is out now. And you know, we're now working on the one which will be dated 2023.
Yeah.
It'll be in the shops next September.
You have to really work in advance, don't you?
I know. I work for Doctor Who magazine. It's like being a time traveler, working, getting the thing together to work in comics, you know, because you're always thinking ahead.
Yeah.
And
you must have to avoid jokes that are sort of really topical.
Yeah.
Because they're just going to fall flat, aren't they, a year later?
Yeah, exactly.
That must be tricky.
Topical.
Yeah, because it's so easy to fall into that. To sort of, for humour to be topical, it's sort of a much easier route, isn't it? So it must be hard sometimes to avoid that.
Well, even things like, you know, obviously nobody expected this, the pandemic, and you're doing stories, you know, set with characters on holiday.
Yeah.
You know, so the readers are probably thinking, what's a holiday?
Yeah, especially some of the younger readers. They may have never been on holiday yet.
What's that sea? What's that? Yeah. It's a beach. But yeah, I think we just have to, you know, just wing it and hope for the best.
So as well as the stuff that you do for other publishers, you also publish your own stuff, don't you?
Yes, I mean that's been on hold during the pandemic. But I hope to get Combat Common number 5 out next year.
Brilliant.
Because what I'm doing, I'm reprinting all the old Combat Common stories that were in Transformers. From the 1980s, and collecting all those. Well, I was going to do 6 issues, but I think the next one, issue 5, is going to be a giant size one, so it'll be a double page.
We've actually got some Combat Common there from Transformers, guys. That was good, wasn't it? So a lot of you might not realise, but Lou did quite a lot in Transformers, didn't you, Lou? My favourite was Robo-Capers, the little shorts.
Yeah, I enjoyed doing those.
He's going to get some of them out now, isn't he? Chris is like this guy, he just carries every comic around with him. I don't know how he does it. It's like a little TARDIS bag. It's like whatever comic you've got, Chris has got it in his bag. There it is, Robo-Capers. Does that bring back memories?
It does actually. The strange thing is, even though these are like nearly 40 years old, there's still panels that remember drawing at the time.
They're just such clear storytelling. I mean, I remember reading them. I mean, I wasn't a little kid. I was probably 12, 13. But it was still really funny. The humour, you know, it crosses the barriers of, it's not just for kids, you know.
No, I think Transformers had quite a few readers about it.
Yeah.
It wasn't really, it wasn't like Beamer, it wasn't too
We've also got.
That was it. That's the independent comic I do work for, the 77.
Yeah.
I do Sergeant Shouty. And that's the cover I did for the 4th issue.
I actually got this myself. It was on Kickstarter.
That's it.
And the 77, you can get that. I think it comes out every other month, pretty much, doesn't it?
I think it's quarterly.
Quarterly.
Yeah. We're working on the annual at the moment.
Right.
So the Kickstarter, you know, is still active for the annual, which will be 136 pages.
It's a big one, yeah. I did bid, actually. Bid, that's the wrong expression, isn't it? I did pledge for the annual. There's an option for a hardback and also the softback, which is a little bit cheaper, which is great because I'm poor. So I went for the cheaper option, but the hardback looks amazing, and the artwork is just beautiful.
Oh, the cover, that cover, Mark Montague, was it?
Yes, Mark Montague.
And the softback looks. So, so I always enjoyed working for 77. But something coming out soon, which I'm looking forward to, is the Monster Fun Halloween special, which Rebellion have published. So the old Monster Fun comic is coming back for a one-off. Drawn by today's artists, you know, except for me and Tom Patterson, a couple of old fogies. They're doing our stuff. And I'm bringing back, Keck W is the writer, and I've drawn a strip called Whiz War, which I used to read as a kid in Power Comic back in 1968.
Wow.
That Mike Brown used to do. And so we've brought those characters back for this one, you know, and hopefully it'll sell well, and there'll be another one next year.
I think there'll be a big market for that.
I hope so. Kids like monsters.
That's it. I think you've got two markets. You've got the kids who will just enjoy it for what it is. And then you've got like old fogies like us who'll just buy it because you know we remember the old stuff.
Yeah, and Tom Patson's done some great work. You know, he's done Screen Toddler, and he's got a new strip in there as well. So that's out on October the 6th.
Brilliant.
You should be in W.H. Smith's and comic shops.
Right. W.H. Smith. So what's that, Chris? You're just showing them
the Halloween. Trying to get the Halloween from.
You get a bit of a glare off the phone.
You just remove. You can still keep talking.
Remove that. Just keep talking, Lou. We're not going to ask you any questions. Just keep talking. You've just put the sound onto that. Yeah. Giving the feedback.
Okay.
Yeah, don't do that. There we go. That's better. We've set everything up with phones because this didn't work. We didn't have the.
I don't know what that is. What is it?
It's an audio interface. Oh, right. Which would. What's happening with that?
I don't know.
I mean, there's no sound. There shouldn't be any sound. Turn the sound off on it. Sorry. So yeah. So what the idea is that we plug in the audio interface and we can run all the microphones off it. But then we didn't have the right jacks.
What's going on? Where's that coming from?
I don't know.
That's okay. The microphone's off. No.
Oh, that stopped.
Yeah, you still got the echo.
Yeah, we don't worry about the echo.
It's an echoey room.
Yeah, it is. It's an interesting setup. So, thank you, Lou. That's fantastic. We'll let you have your dinner.
Yes,
you know, you're looking parched, so there's coffee and what have you done, Sam?
I'll leave you to it then.
Thank you very much. The artwork is on display.
Sorry, you can see it all again. You were muted.
Oh, right, okay. Well,
Sorry.
we were only chatting. But yeah, the artwork is going to be on display for a year in total, so until June next year.
I'll get over.
Yeah, that'd be brilliant.
Right, thanks, Shane.
Thanks a lot, Lou.
Appreciate it.
No worries, thank you. All the best, mate. I have to sort the audio out on this.
What's going on? It's that. Right, take the volume down.
Oh, is there volume on? There shouldn't be any volume on it. I switched the volume off. I've actually muted it. Oh.
If you want it.
Yes, please.
I didn't.
Yeah.
I've explained
We fixed it. Yeah. Okay, so that was Lou Stringer, folks. Legendary artist from the Beano, Toxic, Transformers. Really good chap. We're hoping to talk to another artist very shortly. I can see her standing over there, and I'm giving her the eye, and I'm seeing if she's going to. I'm going to see if she's going to agree to come and talk to us. Thanks, Lee. Have a seat, Laura.
Try not to spill tea all over.
Oh yeah, that'd be ideal if you didn't. Yeah. Okay, so we don't need the audio; we just need the picture. Great. So I'm now welcoming to the Icecast Live Laura Howell, who is also a Beano artist, amongst her other sins. Welcome to the podcast, Laura.
Hiya, Shane. How's it going?
Oh, not too bad. We've had some fun problems, technical problems, but we're working our way through them.
Excellent.
And we've had a little bit of a roam around at the festival. It's a really nice setup, isn't it?
Yeah, I've only seen the outside bit for the first time coming here to grab a cup of tea, and it's lovely. Lots going on. Lots of people taking an interest in the boards and the drawing outside. And we've been blessed with lovely weather today as well, which is a definite bonus.
Yeah, it wasn't forecast, so I was glad to see it wasn't raining. So you based in the tent?
Yes, I'm in the Cathedral Marquee or whatever its official name is.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people in there, isn't there? How have you found it in there? Is it busy? Are there lots of people coming through?
Yeah, it's the kind of classic Comic Con scenario of starts off slow and then is kind of building up as the day goes on, really.
Yeah.
So nice steady stream of people, but not overcrowded, which is something that none of us want these days, obviously.
We don't want that at the moment, do we? No. So what are you doing at the moment? Obviously, you're doing work for Beano.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't seem like the Beano could take up all of my time, but I mean, genuinely, it has been doing for the last year or two, because unlike previous Beano characters that I've worked on, Mini generates a lot of material.
Right.
So it's 2 to 4 pages every week, plus puzzles, plus 1 or 2 covers a month. A lot of annual stuff this year.
Right, yeah,
I've had
we were saying about annuals.
something like 24 pages worth of annual stuff.
Is that because they're playing catch up a little bit because of the lockdown?
I don't even think so, because they kept going pretty consistently. When lockdown started, so there's been no break in the Beano at all.
No.
I think they're just producing a lot of content, and I mean, I heard that actually the Beano sales increased last year.
I was going to mention that. The sales actually went up, didn't they, to almost a record high, I believe.
Oh, well, certainly for recent years, because I think they did a big push for getting people to subscribe for home delivery, which, is very sensible.
Yes.
So even though, it was harder to go to your local WH Smith's or your local supermarket to pick a copy up, it was super easy to get them delivered to your doorstep.
That was a good move, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And you've also done work for other publications, obviously. What have you done in the recent years? Just to inform our
between
viewers.
2015 and 2018, I was working for Boom Studios on their regular show comics, which, if you've got Cartoon Network on your cable package, you will have seen regular show.
Yeah.
So I did a lot of content for that. I did something like 12 issues of the comic and then 2 entire graphic novels.
Right.
I've in the last couple of years, or 2 or 3 years, I've done other publications for DC Thompson as well. So I did a comic strip for Sweet magazine.
Oh, right.
And for Slime Factory, when slime was at its peak a couple of years ago. I'm not sure that one's still going, to be perfectly honest. But that was fun.
That was an interesting subgenre, wasn't it? Slime.
Well, if it was starting up now, it would probably be like, no, not fidget spinners. What's the thing that kind of fake bubble wrap? That's what everybody's into at the moment,
is it really?
isn't it? The plastic bubble sheets.
I'm totally out
I don't
of
even
touch.
know what they're called.
I'm sure
They're
one of our
everywhere.
viewers could probably. Actually, I haven't looked at the comments for a while. Let's see if anybody's saying anything. What's that one? Any comments? Oh, it was from the last interview. Somebody talking about Combat Colin.
Well, we all love Combat Colin.
Yes, Combat Colin is timeless.
Agreed.
That's from our last guest, Lou Stringer. Well, that's great, Laura. Thank you very much for your time.
You're absolutely
Really appreciate it. I'll let you drink the rest of your coffee. Really nice of you to call in.
Cheers, Shane. Nice
Thank
talking to you.
Really nice to see you again.
Yeah, you too. Take care.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
Bye-bye.
All right. Hi. Brilliant. Hello. Okay, it looks like we've got another guest straight away. So we'll find out all about them. Do you want to come and have a seat? Okay. So welcome to the Icecast Live. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Tina McGill. I just recently graduated from the university and I'm selling prints.
Right. So prints of your artwork.
Yeah.
So if I can just interesting. So we're going to show these on the screen. Tony Stark, no doubt. So you're an Iron Man fan? Yeah. Wow. These are really nice. So I'll ask, these are digitally produced?
Yes.
Procreate. I'm going to show all of these on the screen because they're really good. That's nice. I like that. Yeah. So you've got the Vision and Scarlet Witch there. Although at that point in the show it was Vision and Wanda, because she hadn't discovered that she was a Scarlet Witch yet. And if anyone hasn't seen it, and it's a spoiler, I'm sorry, but you should have watched it by now. And who are these characters? From Supernatural, yeah, which I did used to watch. But after about season 11, I thought, you know, it was a bit much, you know. That's a great likeness. So you study at the local university? And it's and you do an illustration course? Graphic design. That's great. And do you have aspirations to work in the comic industry? Draw, yeah. So you've been drawing since you were little? Pick up a pencil, start to draw, and do you ever remember a time when you didn't draw?
Not really.
No.
My mum said that
Yeah. And what inspires you other than Marvel? Any other inspirations?
Lots of different. I follow lots of different people on Instagram. I see different things. Like I love lighting and colour. That's my favourite about the most.
Yeah, I can see that from your work. You manipulate light really well. It's something I was talking to. I tutor students sometimes myself, and something I was talking to them about was how you can use light to draw as opposed to lines. You know, you get a much different effect. It's a concept that not all artists take on board. You know, and I think especially with digital art, you can create images with light and shapes of light without using lines at all. It just frees you up completely, doesn't it? Do you work quite quickly, or do these take you quite? How long would one of these take you to produce?
I work a lot faster, so some take about 8 hours. Depends on how well I do. So normally I like draw things. I draw the initial sketch and then I take photos down. So I'm not quite sure how the sketch to verify that, but obviously.
Yeah, which is quite handy. So, when you produce your work, do you ever do like live videos and things like that? Do you promote yourself online?
Yeah, I've done do time-lapses.
Yeah.
I've never done online live.
No.
Yeah, I do like occasional
It seems to be a really good way of promoting yourself to do this. And live drawings, but also, you know, just like time-lapse videos. So if people want to buy your prints, where can they go?
Well, I'm going to be setting up an Etsy
Oh, is it really? This is your first commercial outlet. Oh, wow, that's fantastic. There's always one, isn't there? There's always one. I do apologise for Sam and Chris, who were supposed to be helping me. So, well, that's fantastic. And you've had a good day so far?
Yeah, I've only sold 2 prints so far.
That's 2 more than what a lot of other people will sell, I can guarantee. So, how long have you got left to go for your university?
I finished uni in April, but I'm graduating in November.
Right. Yeah. That's the thing, isn't it? Because you got so used to being remote. It's been, and especially for someone like yourself, who's like a big chunk of your uni education has been remote, isn't it? Yeah. But now things will hopefully get back to normal. Well, thank you ever so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. Good luck with selling your prints. Lovely work. And hope you have a great weekend. Thank you. Bye. That was interesting. It's really nice to see students and their work and how they produce things, because now things are produced in such a different way. I remember when I was at art college, you know, you just had a physical portfolio and that was it. But now there are so many outlets online, it's fantastic. So I'm just going to try and catch up on a couple of comments here. Or have I already read them? I've already read them. Okay. So we're going to take a little break because there's a lot of noise going on in here. And I don't think there are any oh, possibly I may have a guest, actually. I'm just seeing if I might be able to talk to Batman. We'll see what happens if he's willing to talk to me. There's a lot of noise going on. There's chairs being brought in here. There's lots of banging and clattering, as you can obviously hear. So there's probably going to be a lot of chatter going on in the background, which may make interviews a little bit difficult, but we'll try our best to carry on with it. And we'll see if someone has some time. So the organiser's here at the moment, Simon Myers, but he looks really stressed. I think we're going to struggle to get some time with him right now. Ooh, we've got Daredevil, not Daredevil, Deadpool. Deadpool. Can you speak to Deadpool?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, can I sit next to Shane around there?
Right, Shane. Okay.
I've got Deadpool.
Come home, Shane. Shane. Come home.
Will do, thank you. Yeah. So we've got Deadpool, the actual Deadpool.
Where am I looking?
There's fine. Yeah.
Hello, people of Coventry and the world.
So Deadpool, are we talking to Deadpool now? Yeah.
Oh wait, Winston Wilson.
Nice to meet you. So, how are you finding the event, Deadpool?
Oh, it's great. Like it's the old meets the new. We've got the crumbling ruins of Coventry Cathedral and the crisp industrial architecture of the university.
Excellent. Yeah, it really is gorgeous, isn't it?
It's a lovely day. Plenty of curators down here. You should come down. If you're not here, why are you not here?
They're watching online.
No, come down. It's fine. Big open spaces. They got artists doing stuff. Comic book artists. We got panels. We got a cosplay competition. Hot girls wearing spandex. What more could you want?
And hot guys wearing spandex.
And hot guys wearing spandex. Obviously.
Don't forget that. And you've not killed anyone yet.
Not yet, but it's still early.
Well, Batman, you know, is a bit intimidating over there.
Oh, he's fine. He's just a bit grumpy. You know, his parents are dead.
You got a bit annoyed with me earlier on.
Did he?
Yeah,
Why is that, Shane?
Well, I made the mistake of saying it was someone dressed as Batman.
Yeah, but don't do that.
No, it's definitely Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
He can hear you, yeah.
I know. I'm saying nice things about him in the hope that, you know.
He may forgive you.
Yeah.
But Batman doesn't kill.
Well, I don't know. That Batman didn't he?
Did he though?
Yeah.
Who did he kill?
He killed those thugs in Batman Returns.
He
killed the Joker.
I mean, technically, but it was off screen. They could have survived having a ticking time bomb pushed to their chest
and blowing up.
Yeah, you know.
I think he was definitely
Maybe it's
homicidal.
a bit like Seven. Like he doesn't kill anyone. Assisted suicide. Maybe it's like that. He's nice. He's like that clinic in Sweden. It is Sweden, isn't it? Yeah.
I think there is. Yeah. I'll probably end up going there one day.
Dark.
Yeah, well, it's Batman and Deadpool. It's going to get dark, isn't it? You know what I mean?
You have to just talk about your feelings. You do know it's actually Batman Day.
His Batman.
No, it's actually Batman Day.
Is it Batman Day?
It's Batman Day. Why there is a holiday for Batman, no one will ever know. But it's Batman Day.
It's Batman. I'm feeling very safe right now with Batman watching over me.
No, that's the Fly. That's the Fly. Help me.
You two guys aren't going to start, beating each other up or anything.
No.
You make it. Oh dear.
You here
So-
all day just talking to a screen?
We're just talking to people all day.
Is there people there?
There are a few people watching, yeah.
What are they saying?
Um,
What's in the chat? Drop an F in the chat.
we haven't had any chats for a while, actually.
Oh, they're asleep.
So not many people
Hey,
are
wake
watching
up.
right now.
Wake up.
But this does go out on YouTube,
Wake
so
up.
we usually get a few hundred people.
Oh, I pressed the button. Oh,
Oh, don't press any buttons,
Oh.
Deadpool.
sorry. I can't help it.
Wade. Okay, sorry, Wade.
That's fine.
But I'll call you Bruce.
Who's Bruce? Who's Bruce? That's the shark in Jaws.
Yeah.
Excuse me. We're gonna need a bigger boat. I'm afraid Shane, due to technical difficulties, Shane
Okay.
will no longer be hosting this live stream. Welcome to the Deadpool show. So, how's your day? What's going on? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I can see we got someone in. It did suck, yeah, cancer sucked. But I decided, the best thing to do was subject myself to an experimental treatment with Francis. But the side effect was I became horribly disfigured, like an avocado having sex with another older avocado. Just
That was too much.
hate screwing. They just nothing left. Like a topographical map of Utah, like a radioactive Shar-Pei. Like Shrek took a giant dump on my shoulder. So that was horrible. But now I get to wear a cool suit. And I get to go around, killing people. It's great. My new movie, that should be out in 2023. Currently in production. Oh, yeah, there's a Batman movie, 2 Batman movies next year. There's The Batman.
No,
Your movie. Oh, this Batman. That side. He's going to be in the new Flash movie, Flashpoint. Flashpoint, I think. He's going to be in it. It's going to look quite old, though. It's all manner of things. So what are you guys doing? Is anybody watching? Is there? I don't know if there's anyone watching. It's not really my thing. I can't see. Let me see what's going on. No, I can't see.
So did you travel far?
Did I travel far? Just I was near Leicester. Is that where I came from? Leicester, yeah. Where do you come from, Bruce?
I came from
Gotham. Okay. On the bat plane? Is that just like a normal plane? It's the bat plane. Why is it bat plane? It's a bigger version of the bat wing. So does the bat plane have 2 bat wings? And a bat fuselage and bat engines?
Yeah, and battery.
And a battery. Okay. Well, this is riveting.
I really demand that somebody just say something and send us a message. Because Deadpool will get impatient, he'll leave, and he'll be really sorry.
I want to start touching
Shane
buttons.
back. And no, Shane's not very good at doing this.
Reach out to us, people of the interweb. Reach out.
Isn't that a Motown?
Touch your screen. Feel the power. Feel the power.
Oh, we got a message.
Someone called Chris.
Who would win on a fight?
Ooh, Who'd win in a fight?
Shane would definitely not win.
No, it wouldn't be Shane.
It wouldn't be Shane. We wouldn't fight because we're too smart for that. But Shane would definitely. Thank you for that, Chris. Where are you, Chris?
I would win. I would win. Definitely.
Where are you from, Chris? You don't type so fast, do you, Chris? Type faster.
Okay. Excuse me, guys.
Yes, Shane.
We
It's
have
time to go.
we have a new guest.
We have a new guest. We have to go now.
Chris is in the West Midlands.
Oh, okay. Which way's west? That way?
Hang on a second.
That way.
The West Midlands, that's close enough to
That
hear.
way.
Why aren't you here?
Yeah, Chris. Come on. Get out of bed.
Here, Chris.
Get out of your mom's basement, Chris. Go outside. Get some vitamin D.
You're missing a great event.
Yeah.
They made a lot of effort.
Yeah.
They're really
We're
taking
here.
care of us.
Yeah. What more could you want?
You get a picture with us.
Yeah.
No,
All right, we gotta go. Shane wants his chair back.
Yeah, but do we ever listen? Does anybody listen to Shane?
Well, you know. Shane! Shane! Come back, Shane!
Never heard that one
Shane!
before.
Shane!
Thanks, guys.
No problem.
Thanks.
Chris, take care.
Yeah,
And-
Chris,
and
have a good day.
The other person who was watching too.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.
Cheers to you, Mr. Food. Thank you.
So, you'd like to take a seat? Oh, it's backwards. That's all right, I'll get used to that. So, thank you to Batman and Wade for that little interlude.
Do you need headphones? Can they
do
be
I?
plugged in?
I think so.
You don't need headphones, Shane. Just start talking.
Okay.
Honestly.
Don't need headphones, apparently.
Go.
So, we have a new guest. Would you like to introduce yourself?
So, my name is John Tickner. I am officially the most boring person who will be on this podcast today, this live stream. But I'm part of the central team meanwhile with Simon Myers and a chap called Samuel Smith, director. And we're putting this on today.
Right, wow. Well, first of all, congratulations.
Thanks very much.
Oh, thank you. For what looks to be a great event. I've heard some really good feedback already. How are you finding it as part of the team?
Well, I mean, as you know, it's the most full-on experience you can have. And we said we needed a few more days this morning. Oh my God, did we need a few more days? I think the thing is that on the morning of the event, you're sideswiped by loads of things you just did not see coming. You know, and it doesn't matter how much you scope it out, it doesn't matter how much you think about it and make those lists and sort of clue up every single day on Zoom. You just get sideswiped by weird stuff you never thought would be the case.
Things you don't see coming, isn't it? I mean, I always find that you can organise till you're blue in the face, and you have to do that because you have to be ready for as many things as you can be. But it's basically 2 days or 3 days, or however long your festival is, of problem solving.
Yeah, absolutely.
Isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. There's been a lot of manhandling things, rushing around, going to Wilco to buy coat hangers.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's endless. But you know, we're all doing it. The three of us are doing it for different reasons. You know, we all totally believe in what it is and what it could be, and it's just like part relief and part pride to see it actually happening.
Yeah, it's a good feeling, isn't it?
Yeah, really
it's even better when it's over.
Oh my Christ, I'm looking forward to it.
I think I sometimes, I'm sure that over the period of running a festival, I've lost weight, 2 days or 3 days.
Yeah.
I seem to have lost a stone.
Yeah.
Like running from one side of the town to another.
We haven't slept or eaten for 3 days. And people say that, and actually they're bullshitting most of the time.
Yeah.
But it's like almost literally the case.
Absolutely true in this case. What's your, because you said the three of you have different motivations. For you, what's your reason for getting involved?
Simon conceived the idea really, and he always wanted to create the festival that he would want to go to, and that was great. And he hooked in Samuel Smith is the director.
Yeah.
And, you know, incredibly skillful with big teams of crew, because they started talking about how they could create loads of content around it so that it would have a longer legacy. And then they got me on board because 2 people isn't enough. I mean, 3 isn't enough. I can say that.
I've got 11, I think, in my team.
Yeah,
it wasn't enough, you know. So yeah, I can attest. I can say
some of those aren't working hard enough. If you're listening, it's not you. Yeah, so I've got a like a brand marketing and publishing and sort of you know, marketing background.
Yeah.
But I just love the sort of idea of something that has meaning and touches people creatively, and, you know, can have a sort of a legacy with young folk and old folk equally. And, you know, there's lots of research around literacy and around, you know, some people don't get any escapism in their lives, they don't really have books. And, you know, that's, if we can sort of address that in some small way with something we're doing here, and then an education outreach afterwards.
Yeah, that's a really good part of it as well. If you can get into that educational outreach, you know, into the schools, into the colleges, you can really do impact lives.
Well, you know, graphic storytelling, if anything, can sort of open up new worlds of imagination for children. It's got to be that. So I think we're nowhere near doing it because we've been so busy with this. But the idea is for a little bit of the Midlands, because we're only a team of 3, just kind of reach out and work with teachers to say you can draw your own stories. This is how you do it, and create stories across panels. My phone has been going obviously every 3
Oh, I totally
seconds.
understand that one.
I will probably have to go.
Okay.
And, you know, so that's a very exciting thing. And actually having all the content, we wanted to film even more, but the workshops, it's just sort of, it's not really big enough. I think, you know, once you've done it once, you can then see what the true scope is after that.
Yeah. I mean, this will be a big learning curve for you guys, and you'll learn so much from it.
Yeah.
You know, and
as
hopefully,
we said before, never to do it again.
Yeah. Well, that's the one option. And then there's let's do it better. And I know that, you know, as good as this event is, if you do it again, it'll be even better.
Yeah.
You know.
And and actually, thankfully, now things are really coming together. So we've got street art happening in the square downstairs, which I'm sure you talked about.
We filmed it, actually, some of that.
It's so cool.
It's fantastic.
You know, and they're such nice guys. And the themes they're painting around. So the first one is meanwhile high above the city. And so we're going to see some nice sort of perspectives and sort of dramatic shots. But there's one tomorrow, one of the themes they've got to paint to is, oh my God, it's grown legs. Something like that, you know? So it's
that's inspiring, isn't it? You're going to come up with some cool stuff.
It's a tough brief, but they've had about 10 minutes to think about it. So yeah, and there's later on today, the theme is the ultimate battle. So, and of course you can go anywhere in these things, and their imagination is so good. So it's going to be really great stuff. And we're keeping all of the artwork, keeping all of the boards, and hopefully, you know, if we can take those into schools or whatever, then that would be great.
That's really good. Because that's, like you say, it gives it a little bit of a legacy then as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's really sort of central for us. Yeah.
Quickly before you go, you mentioned to me earlier that you do have a family tie with the comics industry.
Yeah, so my father is Ron Tyner, and he's ill at the moment, so he can't.
Oh, what a shame!
He was going to give a lecture, a free lecture on the sort of theory of graphic narrative, so how you approach framing and sort of bringing a narrative to life across panels and pictures. And he used to lecture on that. He drew a lot from semiotics and the language of film and editing and so on to sort of to lecture on the theory of how you do it across panels for illustrators. But he can't be here. But he was he's in his 80s, but he still draws an awful lot.
I mean, that's the thing about being an artist is you don't retire really.
No.
You might slow down a little bit, and you might not get as much work, but it's who you are. It's not a job; it's who you are.
It is, yeah. I mean, he can't leave it alone. No. And actually, you know, when he's ill, you can sort of see him sort of itching to get back.
Still wanting to do stuff.
Yeah,
and it's a good thing because you're always motivated then.
Yeah,
you know,
it is. I think, you know, doing what you love, who doesn't want to do that?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm so glad I got out of the 9 to 5.
Yeah.
So, I'm not controlled by the man. But so he was quite big in the sort of 70s and through the 80s with all those comics. And Hellblazer in 2000 AD, Spring Heel Jack, and Cannon, which was in Match. Match magazine, Match comic.
I forget some of this. I mean, because his breadth of work was so big, you do forget some of the areas he went into.
Gosh, I mean, I do. I'm probably the worst son in the world. But, in the 70s, he was doing Judy and all those other sort of lovely kind of children's escapist sort of
classic stuff.
Classics, really cool. So, but he is. I mean, he's totally gutted he can't be here, but he literally couldn't be here.
Well, I hope he gets better soon.
Thank you.
You know, we really do. A lot of people, I'm sure a lot of people who are watching this, not now, but even on the YouTube later, you know, there's going to be a lot of fans. You know, so we wish him all the best. And I suppose I better let you go. You're obviously in demand.
Got to go.
So it was really good to talk to you.
Well, thank you, and thanks for the time, and thanks for being here.
It's our pleasure.
Thanks to everyone. Have a good rest of the day.
Cheers, and
nice one. See you later.
Okay, we're just going to run the video now because Sam's told me I need to come and see him about something. So, if you'll just bear with us. Once I find the video on here. Be back soon, folks. Hello, guys. Right, let's go to get rid of that one. Okay, so we've now done over 2.5 hours streaming live. Is Sam with me again? We've spoken to some great people. It's been a really good fun stream. We are going to take a break, however, and we're going to go and enjoy the festival for a while. And then we may set up another stream later on in the day and interview a few more people. But what we might do is actually live stream some of the panels. So you might be able to join us. So it will be a separate live stream. So we're going to end this live stream. So just watch out on the Facebook page for any announcements of new live streams, because we will be here all day, and we'll probably be streaming a couple of events, maybe a couple more interviews. But for now, we are going to run off and enjoy the festival for a little while. If you are in the Coventry area, we do highly recommend that you come over.
It's very good. It's a nice day, so get out. A lot of it's outside. Bring the kids, have a look at all the comic stuff. We've got another viewer. Look, we've got another viewer.
Just as we're going.
Is that what you like? We'll say we're leaving all the time.
Yeah, we'll get more viewers.
We'll be going soon. We'll be going soon.
So yeah, and what was I going to say?
Keep an eye out for the rest of it, and thank you for watching.
Yes, thank you for watching. And this is available on YouTube. When we go off now, it will automatically go onto YouTube. So you'll be able to watch the stream, the 2.5 hours that we've just recorded. There is a great section where Batman and Deadpool take over the stream, which is worth watching for a bit of a laugh.
Yes.
And we had interviews with Lou Stringer, with Laura Howell, We've spoken to exhibitors. We've spoken to
Never
Kev F.
do one.
Sutherland. And now we're getting viewers. Now that
We
we're
are.
going.
We're
What's
going.
going on? Anyway, we are going to go because we want to enjoy the festival for a little while. So look out for the new stream when it comes on. And if you are near, come to Coventry and enjoy the
Yes, come
festival.
here. So remember, it is meanwhile.
I can't see the thing to switch
Oh,
it
yeah,
off.
sorry, now switch it off. Yeah. Meanwhile. You still running?
No, I switched it. I can't
No,
see
we're
it.
still
I
running.
can't see it.
Kill the